judges. Yeah, I'm the too big, can't flush it. Probably gotta plunge it. Word is this 10 years in the making. Word is I'm bringing home the bacon. Word is they don't see what it take to make it, but the word on the streets I make it look easy. I'm flattering, cool, way too easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. I'm actually smooth, it's far too easy. Word on the streets I make it look easy. Easy, 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 too easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. Too easy. Make it look easy, but it's not easy. Whip got wings, yeah, I feel like Ron Weasley. Live like kings, so the money ain't measly. Hits like Sting, honey, you cannot beat me. Did it so casual, must be a natural. Heard him say, Yeah, it was gradual, but it's diagonal going up. Me and the capital super compatible.
Okay, let's do it. Welcome in, everyone. Word is I'm bringing home the bacon. All right, what's poppin', chat? How we feeling?
Word on the street is I make it look easy. I'm actually smooth, it's far too easy. Word on the streets I make it look easy. Easy, easy, easy.
Okay, good to see y'all. Let's do it. Let's do it. Back to work, baby. Back to work. Hope you guys are well. Let's get to it. CPI day. What? All right, let's do it. Back to work.
Yeah, I just took a break. Okay, and now it's back to work. God made a way. That's the only way it works. I'ma walk this way till they put me in the dirt. May your kingdom come as in heaven on this earth to me. It's not what occurred to me. Hell gon' burn like third degree. If you know your history, Jesus paid that purse for me, and he took that curse from me. If you think that's perjury, boy, you better learn to read. Hey, me and my baby girl in one accord, call that double dutch. I've been walking with the Lord, can't be doing such and such. Wait, I took a minute, but now I'm back in it. If God isn't with it, I don't wanna visit. I went independent and started repenting and cut out that fake. I just took a break. Okay. And now it's back to work. God made a way, that's the only way it works. I'ma walk this way till they put me in the dirt. May your kingdom come as in heaven on this earth, earth, 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 as in heaven on this.
Too many perks to being a child of God, I can't pop one. It's too many songs, not about the crown, I can't drop one. If God pull the trigger, something gon' happen, this ain't a pop gun. Gotta get the full picture when it come to life, I can't crop nothing.
Wow.
Okay, gotta pay my
Okay, let's do it. Welcome in, everyone. Good to see you guys. Let's run it up here. Okay. CPI day. Welcome in, winners. Welcome in. We got motion in the chat. We got motion. Yeah.
I just took a break. Okay. And now it's back to work.
Back to work.
That's the only way it works. I'ma walk this way till they put me in the dirt. May your kingdom come as in heaven on this earth, earth, as in heaven on this earth.
Woo, the deal is done.
Heaven on this earth.
The deal is done.
As in heaven on this earth, earth, as in heaven on this.
All right. Well, welcome in, everyone. Let's get started here. Hope you guys are well. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday. Let's get to it. The deal is done. The deal is done. All right. Game time. I think I'm good to go. Yeah, I think I'm good. All right, cool. Welcome in. Trader next door in the house. What up, YOLO Trader? Bands Counted Up is here. What up, Donald? I see you. Z Gamer in the house. K Vila in the building. Good morning, Jessica Lake. What up, what up, what up, Vishal? GBK. GBK, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. What up, Zyper? Yo, Eddie FX. Pitbull in the house, getting money. He's getting money out here. Holy smokes. What up, Elijah? What up, Nate G? Arrow Sassy in the building. Who else we got here today? YouTube, can you guys read these names for me? Bryce in the building. What up, Bryce? What up, yeah. George, yeah, I see a George in there. I think I see a George in there. I think I see a Tyler in there now. Okay. What up, Adrian? All right. What up, Edgar? Good morning, guys. Good morning, Clubhouse. Long time no see. Long time no see. W London session. W Asian. W London. Can we get a W New York here, man? Don't disrespect the Schmear New York session. Mr. Lopez is here. George VDM in the house. What's poppin'? What up, Jay Perp? Lucas O'Cally. O'Cally. There's Yanosh. There's AB Mike. All right, the mod squad's coming in now. Here they go. Only bands counted up. Bands on bands. What up, Henry? All right, we got news coming in here in about 5 minutes. Big news coming up. Inflation. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's begin our session here with a prayer of gratitude, and then we'll do a fresh analysis, and we'll watch the news come out, and then we'll see if we can take some trades today. All right, cool. All right, let's do it. You said it perfectly. Hey, let's go. He's my Irish friend. All right, let's pray real quick, and then we'll get it popping here. Well, Father in heaven, Lord, we thank you for this opportunity. We're just simply grateful, Lord. We're grateful for all the things that you're doing, not only in this live stream, but in the Clubhouse and the Discord, within the hearts, within the minds of those in attendance, within the sphere of influence, Lord. We thank you that you're taking this impact outside of the live stream and just using others here to serve others, and that's what we're called to do. So we thank you for that. It's an honor to come up here and serve and give and pour into this group, Lord. I just pray that you would continue to fill my cup so I can continue to pour it out to these incredible winners here. Lord, I pray that you would open their hearts and their minds during this session today, and that you would bless them. That's all I ask for. Everything else, Lord, I'm just so grateful to have it, just so grateful to experience it, and we just thank you here publicly just for the heck of it. In Jesus' name, amen. Man. Just so grateful for just everything. Literally every second of my life. Like sometimes I'll be in prayer and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just grateful for every freaking second. No matter what that second held, whether it was up, whether it was down, good, bad, this, that, man, I'm just so grateful for just every moment of my life that led me right here, right now. So let's have some gratitude here today. Gratitude opens up the doors for blessings, man. So you gotta appreciate what you have if you're gonna get more of what you want. So, amen. If you guys can, give the stream a like for me here today, and let's jump into this. Jesus is cool. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Today is June 11th. It is Wednesday. It's another day, another opportunity for us to be patient, to be disciplined, to act like 8-figure traders. I mean, unless you don't want 8 figures in your trading business, then do what you like. But if you do want 8 figures in your trading business, then it's time to act like it, right? It's time to stop doing some of the dumb stuff that 8-figure traders definitely don't do. All right, so keep that in mind here. Trade for tomorrow, trade for the future. 8:30 news coming in hot. CPI inflation news coming up in about 1 minute and 40 seconds. You're also going to have crude oil inventories coming in at 10:30, and then a couple other little things going on throughout the day. So that's pretty much it. Let's jump into the charts. Let's see what we got going on here. We got 1 minute rapid fire analysis here on gold. So if we look at gold here, we noticed that we have closed up doji. So we had a doji closure on yesterday's candle, right? And one of the things I've learned from Raja, and I said this in the Clubhouse a little bit, is that anytime a daily candle closes up doji like that, you kind of just wash it, almost as if it didn't even happen, right? The price opened up, and then it closed up at the same price. It makes it very confusing if you're going to try and build your analysis off of that. So what I tend to do is I tend to wash that candle, act like it never happened, and then just go based off of that previous candle, which in our case I think was Monday's candle, right? Monday, Tuesday, went Monday's candle. So I am bullish, right? I am bullish based off of us being at this level of support and this daily candle, potentially continuing to move up here today. So let's see what's going to happen here. The 4 hour, let's see. You guys just want to watch this? You guys want to watch it, and then we'll rip an analysis in a second? Let's do that. Otherwise, I'm going to be too confused. 18 seconds for the fireworks show. Let's watch this, and then we'll break things down a little bit. All I can say is wow. Wow. Let's get it. All right, 3, 2, 1, blast off. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Anything? Any blast off? Yep, there we go. Blast off. All right, let's see how we did here. Big Trump getting deals done. He said 55 for us. 5 for... Damn, savage. Oh, red numbers here. Red numbers on the dollar. So yeah, up and away. We should we should go on gold here. All right, anyways, let's do a fresh analysis and run this top down here real quick, so that way we can kind of see what we want today, right? Because price is going to move all over the place today. It's just about what do we want, right? What are we looking for? I really don't care about the move. I care about my move. So let's go ahead and figure out what our move is going to look like during the New York session here today. So again, going back to what I mentioned here, price did close on the daily time frame right here at support, right? We also see more support here, more support here. So we closed right there. Again, if you just arrived and you weren't here, one of the things I learned about doji daily candles is the fact that if you do find them and you see them, you can kind of wash them out, right? Like I was just saying, almost as if that candle never happened. Okay, so it makes it a lot easier because you can start to now base your bias off of that previous candle, which that's what I'm currently doing, and then you can kind of make your decision making based off of this candle on how you want to trade it based off of that candle prior to the doji. All right, so with that being said, I am very bullish on gold here today. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. The 4 hour is starting to break the highs. I'm very bullish on the 4 hour time frame here also. So it looks like we are creating support on this 4 hour candle. You have very clean range moving up towards like 33.90 today, and we'll probably see that, with red numbers coming out, with a lot of volume coming in. We're most likely going to see 33.90 and maybe even a move even higher today, right? So I am very bullish on the daily, very, very bullish on the 4 hour. Let's take a look and jump down to the 1 hour here. So now the 1 hour has some resistance that we're looking at, right? We got some resistance on the 1 hour. We got a little bit of chop to the left, which is, it's okay. It's not like it's going to keep me out of a trade, some chop like that, but we just don't want to, we want to make sure we know it's there, right? So everything looks clean here. We've moved up. We've came down. We moved back up here. I think if you get a closure back above the range here, either on the 30-minute or the 1 hour, I think you're good to go. So yeah, a lot of room up. You got to get past this little anthill or whatever you want to call this here, right? This little stuff going on here, but other than that, we're pretty clean up till like 40. Yeah, 40. What is this? 40. I'm sorry, 34.24. We're pretty damn clean until then. Again, this is going to be some minor stuff that we're probably going to have to use as like trade management stuff, but all in all, anything above 33.67 is just clean to move up here today. So we'll see if we can get some closures and then go about our business from there. Yeah, this candle here should be extremely volatile. It wouldn't surprise me if we have to wait for the pullback, right, for like 9:15, 9:30, and then take our trade from that point. So that's pretty much it. Very, very bullish on gold. I've already went long on gold twice, once in the Asian session, once in the London, and we'll see if we can get it done here in the New York session. Louis G in the house. What up, Louis G? How we feeling? How we doing? Clubhouse, how y'all feeling? Raja, oh, Raja's playing with the news. He's playing with the news. Oh, the news is playing. That's something light. That's something light. I want to see a man handle $37,000 loss. Let me see this. This is what I admire. This is where I go to see how they handle stuff like this.
No, it wasn't this. Where was it?
I think he'll be alright. I think he'll be alright. 37K? Yeah. So 37K to like me, 37K to you, like, is a lot different. 37K to Raja is a lot different, right? So it's not the same, man. It's not the same. Trust me. Trust me. Can I explain my previous trades? Of course. Of course. Let me just find them first. Trade Zella. Let's pop up Trade Zella. All right. So this is London session. So London was a vibe. We waited, man. This is what we drew this up from the very jump here. So London session here. This trade took place at. Hold on. Let me bring those Trade Zella over one sec. Boom. Yeah, so this one right here, this was taken at 3 in the morning, so right at London Open. We got activated at 3:03:28, and this was a very simple onion play here, and it looked just like that. Yeah, so we were waiting for the fake out. The 4 hour was bullish. We were waiting for that 4 hour to give us a lower wick, which was represented by these candles right here. And we were anticipating that if we can get a fake out, right, back above the range, right around London Open, then we can take buys to move up, and that's exactly what we got. So candle kind of activated us here, kind of started around for a little bit, and then eventually the next candle opened. This one closed really strong, so we let this thing rock, and yeah, money move. Big move there in London. Big move. Yeah, so that was London, and then Asian. Let's see where Asia was. They put the Asia trades in like a weird column here. Asia. Where's my Asia picture? Hold on. I don't think I have the picture. Let me see if it's in my files here. Where's my Asian trade, man? What the heck? Does anyone have the Asian screenshot? Where'd mine go? I don't like that. Where'd my Asian trade go? It was a good trade. I don't know why I don't have it here. Oh, I'm sorry. It is here. My bad. I didn't know it was here. Yeah, so this was the Asian trade. This was yeah, basically saying, oh no, this was a breakout here. So basically we're waiting on the breakout. So we were very bullish. We weren't really getting any pullbacks on any sort of like 1 hour, 30-minute time frames. So this came up where you had a support form. You had a breakout, right? So this green candle here closed above the range, and we just fired off on the next candle. So we pushed up, closed partials, and then price came back down and hit break even. Yeah. Yep. So that was Asia last night, and then this was London. So yeah. So two good trades. You know, two kind of fake outs, a breakout and a fake out here. Quality, man. Quality. What happens in Asia stays in. That's true. That's true. Max payout on the instant funded. It depends on what size you have. What size instant funded you have. So I got a 150K, or I have 3 150Ks now, and I think the max is 3,500 per account. Per account. Both of those trades were taken live in the Clubhouse as well. So 250 plus traders got to set that up with us, wait with us, draw it out with us, take the trade with us, take the W, get the explanation, and really learn a lot. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to take the trade and win. It's another thing to sit there with us and watch us be disciplined, watch us be patient, watch us let things just go, right? That don't line up exactly with what the plan is, and then step in once the plan shows up and execute flawlessly. So 270 plus traders, I think, were in both those sessions. All got to really witness that and see that, and that's what this game's all about. That's what it's all about, is drawing up a couple different plans, couple different ideas, couple A+ ideas, and literally just not caring whether or not it happens or not. But if it does happen, just execute. Respect the schmear. Respect the dang schmear. All right, new joke. Oh, no, it's not a new joke. New term. The playbook is schmear. You better respect it. If you don't know what I mean, I want you to go on YouTube or Instagram, and I want you to type in #1 Guido. No, not number. Pretend you're Italian. #1 Guido. #1 Guido. Go check him out and start to respect the schmear, dang it. Green, go check him out. I think Green will like that dude. Respect. Respect the schmear, man. See Melly in the house. Green, how we feeling today, brother? How we feeling? By the way, great New York session yesterday. A lot of great questions during that session. I think that session has a lot of value. I'm still looking for some clippers to, spot these things out, clip them up, and send them over. But yesterday's stream was definitely one to go back and watch again. A lot of information on that stream. Do I game? Yeah, I do. Yeah. What's the game called that I play again? PGA. Yeah, I play like basically anytime someone comes over my house, which is like every couple weeks, I game. Other than that, I'm just gaming in real life, man. Just glitching the Matrix one day at a time. Just glitching, playing by my own rules out here now. I'm Guido. Are you the #1 Guido though? That's the question. Do you respect the schmear? That's the question. You can't be a Guido and you don't respect the schmear. Renewed subscription, but still can't get in the Clubhouse. No way. TK. So just say TK 5 times in a row, and you should appear back in the Clubhouse. Nah, TK's already on it. He got you, Enzo. Coffee almost done. All right, cool. Just say TK 5 times in a row as fast as you can, and poof, you'll end up in the Clubhouse. What's up, Cameron? How are you, bro? Good to see you, my man. Yeah, did I tell you guys I finally smoked C. Melly in golf? Yeah. 1v1, I took him down. Unfortunately, it was in the PGA game. It wasn't in actual real life golf. So, yeah. For whatever it's worth. I take what I can get, I'll take what I can get. Green about to steal that Clipper job. Green the Clipper. Today you're joining the Clubhouse. W. We look forward to seeing you in there. Yes, sir. Clubhouse is stacked right now. We're here, man. We're here. We got how many pages? We got 8 pages of winners here. Straight up. Straight winning at the highest levels, starting to get payouts, starting to understand the markets, keeping things simple, learning more, growing more about, in their own lives as well. And it's a beautiful thing, man. The testimonies, the messages come in every single day. I should probably do a better job at sharing some of these, but I don't know. I like to keep some of those things close to the heart. You know what I mean? I don't think you have to share every little thing on social media. Can you tell us more about the Clubhouse? Is it a Discord? How does it work? What do you get with the membership? Yeah. So the Clubhouse it started off as a live streaming network where we stream Asian session, London session, pre-New York and New York session. So you got live streams Monday through Friday, 4 lives a day, where we jump on Zoom, and basically we're there for the highest volume times of the day. So again, Asian, London, right, pre-New York, and then the New York session, pretty much where there's volume coming in at all times. So 4 sessions a day, plus we do webinars once a week. So every single Saturday we all meet. All these webinars are recorded, so you don't have to actually show up to them if you don't, if you have other plans or other obligations. They're all recorded. There's about, I don't know, TK, what do you say now? I mean, how many hours would you say in webinar content do we have? Because they're all an hour each, and a lot of them are part 1, part 2s. It's crazy. So there's hours and hours and hours of just pre-recorded content, webinar content that we continue to upload every single week, but on all different topics. Everything that has to do with trading, goal setting, pretty much anything personal growth and development, leadership skills, all that stuff is what we go over in these webinars. Q&A sessions, a lot of psychology, mental performance stuff, which is dope. And then I think the last thing is just we have a really, really simplified, laid out for you trading course that you can go through and really take things to the next level, man. Like this course right here, this is the one that we have in the Clubhouse. It's so simplified, like a 5th grader can take this information and begin to apply it in the markets. Everything here is extremely applicable. All the videos are like 9 minutes, 10 minutes, 9 minutes. They're very, very easy to chew and digest on, and take the information away like 7 minutes, right? Like, so everything is pretty straightforward, straight to the point. Yeah. So in these videos, we basically start them like this. In this video, we're going to talk about impulse entries. And then we talk about impulse entries, and then we go to the next video. So I know a lot of other courses, they go, hey, in this video, we're going to talk about impulse entries. But before we get to that, let me tell you how awesome I am and how amazing it will be if you follow me and blah, 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 right? So none of that stuff, none of that fluff, none of that extra stuff. It's just straight up come in and learn, get the information that you need, and move on, apply it in the live stream. So that's pretty much a Clubhouse. Yeah, it's pretty much all the features, everything that we do in there. And the big thing is the belief level. I think the big thing is the culture, is the collective consciousness, right? The energy that's going on there. It's almost as if like the energy is already buzzing. So when a new person comes in there, they get straight to it. I can't tell you how many new people come into Clubhouse, and all of a sudden they don't know why. They don't know what the heck is even happening. They're like, I don't know. I've struggled for 2.5 years, and I've been in here for 2.5 weeks, and I'm requesting a payout. So it's a lot about how like simple we keep things, but again, like DJ Scratcher says, it's like, it's contagious, right? It's like contagious energy going on. So, yeah, man. Yeah, that's the Clubhouse. So I'm very, very confident that you will level up, not only in your trading, but in all areas of life once you jump into the Clubhouse. Yeah, it's next level stuff. It's truly my passion project. So it's really where I want to pour into people and have the biggest impact that I can have. How do you get into the Clubhouse? You just join. You go on the website. You can hit ! Clubhouse in the chat. The link will pop up. You can read a little bit more about it. If you just got here, if you're here like for 2 days, man, stay a week, stay 2 weeks before you get in the Clubhouse. Make sure the style fits your personality. And then, you know, if you want to take it to the next level, come on in the Clubhouse and let's level up. All right, 10 minutes to a closure on the 30-minute time frame here. Hey, yo, and we, by the way, in the Clubhouse too, you have all different, yo, we need these, bro. We need them. We need them. Clubhouse has all different opportunities to network as well. That's one of the big things that we wanted to build the Clubhouse for, is almost like I've been pretty inspired by Luke Belmar and some of the things that he's been able to put together. And, you know, I spent some time with him one-on-one and kind of picking his brain and asking him questions and stuff. And one of the things I admire so much about him is his ability to put together a Capital Club, you know, and Capital Club is a group of entrepreneurs, thousands and thousands of entrepreneurs from all over the world who all have something going on, right? And it's a big, big networking club. So very similar to that, the Clubhouse acts as a networking club as well, where people can share ideas or share different business opportunities and, you know, be able to kind of network with each other. Plays are called live. Yeah. Plays are called live. No, there's no signals. So if I take trades outside of the Clubhouse, I do not send any signals into the Clubhouse. I'm not trying to feed traders like they're babies, right? I'm trying to teach them and I'm trying to get them. If I see that trade, what I like to look for is who else took it, you know, and sure enough, there they go. Boom, boom, boom. Just took this, right? Because it's very obvious what a playbook setup looks like. So there's no signals in there. Nothing like that. It's not like the cheap end. We want to teach you the skill set. That way you have the information to go out and win big. Yeah. Yo, these shirts are fire. I think we're finally gonna, I don't know, I think we're finally gonna step up the merch game. Yeah. Respect the schmear, bro. Like, what? How do you even come up with that? What do we got here? Payout. Oh, $3,500 payout. Congratulations, Yogi. Yogi with a payout. Very nice. Another one. Big congrats. Yeah, Clubhouse doing well here. Doing well. Good month so far, gang. Yeah, let's see what we got going on. I think we had some other people. Yeah, Piplawed with another $3,500 payout from Top 1 Futures. Over 13,000 in payouts here for Piplawed in the Clubhouse. Congratulations. Jay Deasy with 3,100. So a lot of improvement, man. We went over, I forgot when that was. It was maybe like 2 weeks ago or something. But we started going over, like, I asked for, you know, traders to kind of send in some of their charts, you know what I mean? And it was really cool to see, like, everyone really starting to dial things back a little bit. And it's so cool to see traders go from like 10, 12 trades a day, and basically their P&L looks like a sea of red, to 1 to 2 trades a day, and it's all green. You know, a couple little red spots here and there a couple days, but it's such a rewarding feeling knowing that, hey, the information that we're passing down is being absorbed, it's being collected, and it's being acted upon. And that's, you know, that's the big thing that I want to see. Sparrow, man, that happens. That happened to me a couple times in my career. Yeah, it's a bummer. Yeah, one time I had a trade running. Actually, one time I closed. Check this out. One time I took profits. This is on the live stream and everything. I took profits, right? Closed my trade and forgot that I had the limit order. So you know when you can set like a partial TP. So I forgot that limit order was there. So I happened to X out the whole trade, closed the whole trade. Yeah, W's in the chat. Ended the stream. This was New York session. Ended the stream. Literally left the desk the whole day. Came back in Asian. I was like negative like $3,500. Real money. Not prop firm. Not, you know, evaluation account. Like real deal. So I know how you feel, bro. Yeah, it was like almost $4,000, and price was just pushing against me so hard. I'm like, I had to close it right there. Very unfortunate, but we live to trade another day. You know what I mean? I'm still alright. All right, I'm still here. I'm still alive. We're still good. Lifetime. We don't have a lifetime like program for the Clubhouse. We got 3, 6, and 9 months, I believe. What kind of strategy do I trade? I use a simple price action. Yeah, it's a price action strategy. Yeah, as you can see here, there's literally one line on my chart. You're probably like, when's this guy going to mark up his charts? They basically are marked up. Yeah, so this is what I got. I'm pretty bullish, right? So I want to see anything above 67 here. I just remain bullish, right? Just wait for the onion play to show up or something. But yeah, we're starting to push back down pretty hard now. So I wasn't expecting that with all those red numbers that dropped here with CPI. So maybe we're just kind of pulling back. Daily's still pretty bullish. 4 hours still pretty bullish. 1 hour, you know, we need a closure, right? So we need a closure above that range. And we got 4 minutes for this candle to close now. So it's starting to dump back pretty hard here. So we may have to wait for like 9:15, 9:30 to pull the trigger on something. We're trying to go for the hat trick here, unless you guys took a W in pre-New York. I'm not too sure what happened. Was there anything? Oh, let me pop zoom. There probably wasn't anything. I don't see anything. Plus CPI is, I probably wouldn't even dare to take a trade in pre-New York today. Pre-New York is the man. Yeah, there he is. Johnny Gems in the house. All right, he's here. He's here. Johnny Gems, respect the schmear, big dog. Respect the schmear. Might not be better than the jersey. I don't know. I like the shirts. I like the tees. I made this shirt for the TT meetup. Oh, let's take a look. Oh, snap. That's amazing. Yeah, hey, please. You got to have your username. We're going to make name tags. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to have name tags out here so I know who you guys are. I'll be talking to you every day. Never seen your face before. I was like, Yanosh. We didn't see Yanosh's face for 2.5 years. Next thing you know, he pops his video on. The kid looks like a supermodel. Like, dude, what's going on here, bro? Why hasn't your video been on? Guy look like a European supermodel walking down the runway. My goodness. Yanosh. I did 3,400 right now. Should I stay for another trade? No. I would probably stay just to hang out, but what's the point? You know what I mean? 3,400, that's pretty good day for the most part. Pretty good day. I mean, if you want to risk like some of it, I mean, I'll probably be open to risking like 1,000 out of that, maybe 400, depends. But the best answer would probably be shut it down for the day. That's what I think a 8-figure trader would probably do. This price action is pretty crazy here. Yeah. Yeah, I think the sells are probably most valid, probably below 42. Nasty 1 hour. Wow. Nasty 1 hour. The deal is done with China. The deal is supposedly done. At 3:45 my time saw the bullish move, but I was waiting for a closure above the resistance, so I missed that buy. Please tell me if it was a bad idea. Okay, let's take a look here. So 3:45. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. This one right here. Yeah, yeah, so if you were playing the 15-minute there, then yeah, it makes sense why you probably could have stayed out. We took that trade. So we were basically, so the way I did it was I didn't look at the 15, I was looking at the 30-minute. And I was looking at the 4 hours. So it's mainly the 4 hour and the 30-minute that I was paying attention to here. The 1 hour really did not look good at all, right? But the 4 hour looks something like this. So previous 4 hour candle, right? And then there was a new 4 hour candle that opened up. So I wanted to wait for that candle to make a low and then see if I could start buying anywhere down here, right? So that's exactly what we did. So as that 4 hour made a low, I had this zone marked off right here. So right here, see this area here? So basically what we were saying is if we can come down, right, and fake out. So obviously a lot of sellers were going to get activated right here for price to come down. So you see how those lows break? So this is a good example of our style of liquidity, right? So you get the lows to break there. That activates all the sellers because they're failing to realize, kind of like we talked about yesterday, that they're going against a higher time frame at this point, right? If you're selling down there by that yellow line, you're selling right here, right, on that 4 hour candle, and most likely that's where the fake out's going to take place. So I had my eyes on that fake out from the jump, you know what I mean, from the beginning, very beginning of the session. I wanted to see if we can move up, come back down, fake out, and then we can take buys moving back up. So that's basically what we did. So as this green candle here closed, that's where we took our buy position. And I didn't really worry about this because we were moving up, right, in this uptrend. So I wasn't too concerned with that resistance right there as we were kind of trending in the market. So yeah, that was it, you know what I mean? And then basically we took buys right here as that 4 hour started to make its way up. You know, by the time the 4 hour was flipping, we were closing partials. So yeah, that was my view. That was my idea of it. It seems like your move was a little bit up here. So a little bit after things kind of happened, you know, 45, where'd it go? Yeah, so I get it. But yeah, I think the best move was taking off the 30 here. Yeah, it was also like a 1 hour, like an inverted celery kind of play. All right, what's happening here? So 1 hour closed, 4 hour is still open. Nasty 4 hour candle here. 1 hour did close bullish, but with a huge rejection to the top of it. I think I'm going to protect myself here and say, hey, if we can get closures back above around 9:15, 9:30, then there's a possibility that we can come up and fill that wick. So what I would love to see here is going to be this little pullback, right? Something like this maybe. And then we get a fresh closure above, right? If we can get a fresh bullish candle closure back above the range, then I would be looking to go long here to see if we can fill that wick. We know that we got volume coming in. We know that wicks get filled during high times of volume. We know that we are bullish for the most part, and now we just need a bit of a breakout like playbook setup here. And we also need Johnny Gems. Johnny Gems. How you doing?
How you doing? What's good, my man?
How are you? How are you? I'm doing amazing.
How are you? Dude, I'm freaking amazing. Blessed and highly favored. How you doing?
Truly blessed and highly favored. Just look at my exits and entries.
I know. You better be doing great.
Chat,
right,
how come
every
time I exit a trade, price rejects from there? I
Bro,
swear, I'm not a market maker. I don't know what it is.
Oh, that's hard to teach though, bro. Asian, those buys in Asian last night, man, you had a snipe rags in there. That's for sure. London, I forget, did London keep moving up? I think so, right?
London rejected right where I took partials.
Yeah.
Pulled back for a little bit and then just flew up from there.
Alright, bro. Yeah, man. What do you gotta say about that Asian trade, bro? Why such a perfect exit?
I don't know. Blessed and highly favored. That's all I can think of.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Nah, I did like that you closed like right as the candle was like breaking the high with like 10 seconds left on the candle.
Yeah.
To avoid, the pullback on the next candle.
So yeah, so that was basically the main reason, right? So if there was and I was explaining this a little bit in the London Asian sesh, right? But this was the trade that we're talking about here in Asian. And we basically had all clean traffic. So you see all that clean traffic there. So just to start it off, right? The management for this trade was when we get into this area right over here, right? Somewhere in this area is where we want to make some decisions, right? Because that's where price can begin to reject from, if anywhere, right? So again, clean traffic all the way up, but if we are going to reject, right, anywhere from here to here, where will it be? Probably somewhere around these areas. See these wicks right there? So where a lot of traders are so focused on that high up there, they very rarely will they kind of draw their attention over to these levels over here and kind of like take profits. Like notice where my full TP was, somewhere right around those wicks. So that's typically what I look for. And basically what happened here is we got going. It took a while for this thing to get activated, but once it did, we got going pretty quick. But this candle here, this green candle, it was coming up to a close. So there was 1 minute left on the candle as we were re-breaking the high. So what I did was I understand that if this candle is going to close, let's just draw it over here real quick. If that candle is going to close, I'm already in profits, right, on multiple accounts. The area in which we're looking to go break even is sitting right there. So I know that this candle here, right, is about to close. So with 1 minute left, as it broke its own high, I closed partials right there. Look, if there was 25 minutes left of this candle, I wouldn't have done that, right? I would have let it kind of fluctuate and let it do its thing. But I know, hey, if this candle's about to close in 1 minute and I'm up a good amount, let me close my partials right there, because I know that most likely this candle's going to pull back for a closure, right? So my profits are going to go down, and then it's going to come back for a bottom wick, right? And I could go back into drawdown. Or I could just take, partials right there, move my stops to break even, and guarantee myself a win. So that's what I did in that situation right there. That's why I closed when I did close, and I'm glad I did, right? Because look at that, we ended up coming back down there.
Yeah, that's facts, bro. Yeah, because I was playing that level above you and got break even, so that's a good lesson for me, definitely.
Yep, and I liked that level too. I just didn't like that we were running out of time, on that candle.
Right. That was the main reason. Run out of time on the candle.
Yep. So yeah, this was good. This was a good trade.
Yeah, man. Very nice.
Very nice. Nice.
That's how you take your base hits too, right? Just looking at those left-hand side of vantage points. Those are the base hits areas. Yeah,
exactly. Base hits win ball games,
like
man.
People, if you bring up the picture again, like people look for, people will look for the home runs like all the way up at that resistance. That one, that's like the home run people are looking for. But like the base hits are where we're like looking to secure profits.
Yeah, exactly.
Those advantage points. Yeah.
And you take your base hit and then you leave your runner. Like I was mentioning, I was like, man, we could have some serious runners here with that 4 hour flipping up. And I mean, price ran. Like we really moved up there.
Yeah. And then guess what? We came back for London and took another beautiful trade.
Yep. Basically took the same exact trade again.
So it's like your base hits are going to compound too. Got to trust in that.
Exactly. Because let's say I take 5 base hits, right? And I make $200 each, and I'm up at $1,000, and you're trying to make 1,000 on one trade, but you keep hitting break even. Keeps going up, break even. I'm just marching away. By the way, who do you think is having more fun day by day? Me making 200 a day, or you attempting to make 1,000 a day and just keeps hitting break even?
Yeah.
And then the one trade that goes in, you win. It's like, all right, I got 1,000, right? But that's not as, in my opinion, that's not as motivating or inspiring or there's no enjoy. It's not
bro.
as much enjoyment in that.
You're always in trading. You're always gonna have better results compounding profits versus getting greedy. That's how I like to think about securing profits. I like to compound them versus get greedy and look for home runs.
Yep. You don't want to get caught holding the bag. And gold is a very volatile pair too. So, you know, gold will move up, it will move down, it'll, you know, kind of fluctuate a bit. So when the profits are there and you're hitting those little base hit targets, it's smart move to take some money.
Yeah, man. And we were up like 30 pips there too. I mean, we talked about this too in pre-NY. Like our system really does move best like 20, 30 pips, 20, 30, 40 pips, you know. So
yeah, exactly.
Like we want to secure profits.
Yep.
At that point. Yeah.
Who remembers when we used to take 10 pips? Anyone? Remember that? Ah, there's our 10 pips. Let's get out of here.
That was so trash though, because we would have like 50 pip stops.
Oh man.
All right, took 5 winners in a row, and then the loss just wiped out all my profits.
Yep. Learning, adjusting, tweaking. That's the game. That's the game.
Yes, it is.
Guys, I got some big information I'm going to drop tomorrow. Me and Raja are going to do some partner stuff together. For those of you guys that are looking for a good U.S. broker that resembles Dominion Markets, we're going to drop some information on that tomorrow. So, yeah, tomorrow's live stream, we'll talk about that. And Friday, we're going to do some giveaways, some futures-funded giveaways here. Oh, wait, hold on. The giveaways this week, I think, are Clubhouse giveaways. Yeah, every other week.
Yo.
That's right.
Keep it low key.
Forgot about that. Whoops. What giveaways? What giveaways?
You're still getting giveaways, YouTube.
Yeah.
Just next week.
When I first started out, my mentor taught me 20 pips a day keeps the 9 to 5 away. Yeah, and it does. It does. I can actually vouch for that.
Yeah, not for real. That's like more than enough. 20, 30 pips. More than enough.
Yeah. What up, Kill Shot? Kill Shoot.
Kill shoot.
Z Gamer. Z Gamer, what do you trade futures or forex? What are you trading now?
Bro, Z Gamer he rocks with us, bro. Definitely futures, honestly.
Hey, don't speak for him.
Guess.
Don't speak for Z Gamer.
If I had to guess.
Oh, you do futures now. Oh, W, brother. Awesome. All right. Let's go. Dun. Maybe Z Gamer is going to win an account this week. I don't know. I feel like Z Gamer might win something.
Yo, what's up, Z Gamer? Z Gamer's the W, bro.
Z Gamer is a W. If I was to spell Z Gamer, it would be one letter. W.
Yeah, facts.
Facts.
Bro, Z Gamer's been here every single day since, I don't even remember. Like,
since the jump.
What was it, March?
I think we could just say he's been here since the beginning.
Yeah, every day since the beginning.
Kingman's up. Kingman almost demolished the entire operation last night. I had a full can of excess here, and my guy spilt it literally 2 inches from my computer here. It was all over the place.
Bro, and then you missed it, bro.
Yeah, that's the thing. So that was the thing about our 10 pips or 12 pips, and we'll be risking 20 sometimes. So like sometimes we would be like 1R, even less. But we still ended up being profitable because we just and like I don't want to sound all whatever, but we just win so many trades, you know, like there's not many trades that go against us in a row like that. So even if you do have 1R, even less than 1R, in terms of risk to reward, you could still make a ton of money.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have an 80% win rate, then you know you cover that. So like you got RR traders, right? Risk to reward, and then you got win rate traders, WR, right? So just depends what trader you are. Like this RR trader who's looking for, let's say, 1 to 3 or 3 to 1 or whatever the heck you say, that person probably has a lower win rate, right? So their win rate's probably like, you know, 40% or something, right? So then you have win rate traders who have higher win rates, like let's say like 80% plus, but you know their RR is like 1 to 1 or something. So what the RR trader lacks in win rate, he or she makes up in RR. Same thing with the win rate. When the win rate trader lacks in RR, they make up in win rate. But my thing here has been, how about we become a RR and a win rate trader? And that's kind of like what we've been stepping into since last year, is really trying to dial this in, is can we have a 80% win rate with a 1 to 3 or a 1 to 2? You know what I mean? Why not? So I don't care who says it can't be done, right? I want to see if it can be done, and it looks like we are actually doing that, right? So we have a decent win rate. It's about 70% win rate, and we also have about a 2R now, right? So we're slowly increasing that. And if that just inched up and inched more and more in my favor year by year, I'd be happy with that. I don't need these big, obvious, massive results in 1 month or 3 months or 9 months or 1 year. I know that the game takes time, and time is all I got. So all right, man, 30 closures coming up here. 9:30, so we're gonna fill this wick, I think.
$15-minute, just close with no top wick.
Yeah, we'll have to wait.
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. %, with 1-3 can't be done. Well, Lemon, you sit with that thought of can't, and I'll sit with the thought of can, and I'll work my way to it, and you just sit right there. So like I said, it doesn't really matter what anyone says, you know what I mean? I'll figure out a way to get it done. It might take me might take me some time, but like I said, I don't mind that. We're creeping. We got 70% win rate right now with about almost a 2R. So, you know, it might take me a year, maybe 2 years, but I will work towards it. That's for sure. Like we went from 70% win rate, 75% win rate with less than 1R, and now we're already pretty much at 2R, and our win rate hasn't budged. So I think we can get it done, brother.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. 10R. I think 10R. Maybe we get 10R.
10R, that'd be awesome. We'll be hitting homers every day.
That's right. 70% with 1R. Yeah, it's I mean, it's getting there, you know. I like I said, I like to do things that people think can't be done. I like to, like, same thing with like avoiding the fake outs. Everyone I went to, like, yo, how could I avoid a fake out? How could I? You can't, blah blah blah. I don't like that word can't. I hate that word can't. We don't use that word here in our household too much. Because there's always a way, right? If you could spend enough time, you could find a way to make things happen. So like, that's what I did too with the fake outs and stuff. It's like, nah, there's got to be a way. There's got to be some some indication to help us with these fake outs, right? And that's when we started looking at the higher time frames, and boom, what do you know? We started avoiding a lot of fake outs where people said we couldn't. You know, they say, oh, you can't do that, you'll never know, blah, 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 blah. But I beg to differ, right? Because we've now found those fake outs, we've exploited those fake outs, we've entered trades in the opposite direction, right, on the fake out. So it's helped us a lot.
Yes, sir. Facts.
Conrad.
Hey, Conrad's here. What's good, Conrad?
Conrad.
What up, my man?
Yeah, but with all that being said, I'm still cool with a 1R. You know, high win rate 1R, but we're gonna work it to where, you know, we can capitalize on those opportunities. Like I said, it might take 2 or 3 years, but I think we could put it together.
Yeah, I like 1R.
If this 15 had a
spot,
wick, I would be in this buy right now. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I was looking at those at that 15-minute. I was gonna get in there if I had a topic.
Yeah.
No topic, no entry though.
I have a dream where RR and win rate can be together in harmony. Yeah. One contract equals one lot. Depends. So you got GC charts and you got MGC. So so if we're looking at lots, we have lots that look like this, right? So this is a one lot, right? This is a whatever you call that lot. So just think of these two, right? So now you got GC. So GC chart, which is the one I'm on up here above John's head up there. You see that? GC. That equals, so one contract will be this, right? So anything left of the decimal is how you trade the GC chart, and then the MGC will give you lots to open up like this. So one MGC equals that lot size. One GC equals that lot. So basically the GCs go by 10. So if you switch that to 4, that'll be $40 a pip. And then these go by ones, right? So this is $1 a pip. This will be $4 a pip. Yeah. Makes sense? Makes sense? Your stop loss is my entry. Someone said that to me the other day. I said, "Yeah, but your monthly income's my daily income." Ah, snap, son. He snapped on him.
Man.
He snapped on him.
Damn.
Let's see here. Most of the Hall of Fame there is batting average. Oh, we talk about baseball. We talk about baseball.
Baseball.
He snapped. I got 50% win rate with 1R. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I personally think you can pump that up though. Yeah, especially with 1R. I think you can get closer to 80%, brother.
Yeah.
What I'm making a day, I make it hourly. Yeah, yeah. Do you ever look at odd time frames like the 20-minute or 45-minute? Never. I've never really basically once I set these time frames up, I've never really looked at many other ones. I've had the 2-hour time frame for a little bit, but eventually got rid of that. So my time frames, if you look up there in the top left corner, the 4-hour in the daily in the white, that's going to be where I get direction. 1 hour and all the way 1 hour down to like the 15-minute, which are going to be in green. That's what I'll use for like entries, and then the 1 minute and the 5 minute, I don't really use the 1 minute. The 5 minute I'll consider looking at during like big high volatility times. But 4 hour and daily serve as direction, and then 15-30 minute really serve as entry. Yeah, 1 hour too, but I think this year we've been popping off mainly on 15-30 minute ideas. All right, 30 closures. It's looking good.
Setting up nicely here.
Feedback on the 4 hour? Yeah, it looks very bullish. I mean, once we get a closure above here on the 4 hour, this kind of sets the tone here for us. So I would really love to see that, right? Otherwise, it's kind of just wide open here. I would expect 9:30 though, as long as we close above here on the 30-minute chart, for us to move back up and push through that wick again, and probably see whatever this is, 33.88 up here. So yeah, that's the plan.
We basically got that 4 hour fake out to line up with the daily time frame.
Daily, yeah, daily looking like it wants to move up.
Yeah.
4 hour kind of faked out.
Yeah, because that 4 hour candle created a resistance like when I started pre-NY, and the daily was super bullish, and I was thinking like, damn, like one of these could just lead into each other, and it seems like they are, and it was a 4 hour fake out, and the daily stayed true.
Yeah. Yep. Are we going to play the longs today? Yeah, we are. Yeah. I'm going to play the longs today if we get a closure above 61 there. Yeah, anything above 61 looks pretty good to fill that wick. Rafi's in the house. What up, Rafi?
Rafi.
How we feeling? What up, Pablo? Good morning. South Carolina today, huh?
What up, Pablo?
W. Already in on the buy. Nice, Ruben. Nice. I'll be joining you here on this closure above 59 or whatever, 61 here. I'm up total 17K in profits this month. Oh, nice, dude. Pip Lord, man. He's living up to the name.
Lord.
He's living up to the name.
Bro, he's the Lord of Pips.
That's amazing, bro. Congrats.
Yeah,
Congrats.
really good work, dude. Congrats.
30 looking shmoney. Can we go over the London trade today? Yeah, no problem. Let's take a look at London here. The London trade was buy position taken on gold, 30-minute time frame. So we had a 30-minute fake out. Basically, the 4 hour time frame was very bullish. It had just closed up, and we were waiting for the 4 hour candle to bring us a lower wick there. So this candle here kind of brought us that lower wick, that bearish candle, and at that point we're just waiting, sitting tight, waiting for the fake out to go down above here. And this candle here closed above that green candle, so we knew we had the fake out. We knew we had the bullish bias on the 4 hour. We understood how this fake out was going to lead to that 4 hour lower wick being established, and then this was London open here, so we had a nice little top wick. We came down, we made a low, and as we broke that high, we got into that trade there. So pretty simple onion / fake out trade, and straight to the TP. Straight to the TP.
Straight to it. That was dirty. That's what I needed to happen on the Asian trade last night.
Yeah, so this was the range. So these were the buys we took in Asian, right? Like right over here. But then we stopped. Remember, we closed partials here. We stopped there. But notice how we eventually filled the rest of the range. So sometimes that one candle might not fill the range for you. I know we love when that happens and stuff, but it's not going to happen all the time, right? So all we had to do here was, this was the 4 hour candle moving up, right? And then the 4 hour candle pulled back, closed right there, right on this red candle here. Now the next one opened up, came down, gave us a low, and then right back up. Higher time frame, lower time frame correlation. Doesn't get much better than that.
They really don't.
Once you understand that concept, it's over. I'm telling you, it's over. Even if
Now
you
you can
just took
anticipate where
that.
price will move next.
Yeah, that's one of the one concept that I believe if you just traded that one concept alone and nothing else ever, you would be widely successful.
Yeah, bro. I agree.
I can't even say the win rate on the onion because it's legit unbelievable. Like, you probably won't believe it, is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's legit unbelievable.
Well, that's the onion for you, bro.
It's insane. I need to take
It's
a couple
unbelievable.
losses on the onion before I show you guys the win rate, man. I feel like buys are better over 64. 64, yeah. So, whatever you feels best. Whatever you feels best. I think 30 closures look pretty good, and with volume coming in, I'd bank on that, but it doesn't look like we're going to get that closure here. So there will be no trade for me at 9:30, but we'll see if we can get 9:15 to maybe give a swing at it here. Nothing. So nothing here. We got a doji candle, so we don't want to do anything with that. We did close. I mean, we are bullish still on the 1 hour. The 15-minute chart, though. So now, see how this 15-minute candle closed without a lower wick? Now, if the next 15-minute candle can actually close back above the range, I think now we'll fill that wick no problem. The issue is waiting on this 15-minute candle. We may miss the move here, and that's okay because we're not chasing the move. We're chasing our move.
Gem.
Who invented the name onion? Don Vu.
Bro, let's get rid of that.
Let's
name,
stop with the onion. I don't even like
Stop
onions.
that.
I actually despise onions.
Yeah,
I don't
we were
know how I
supposed to
even...
stop that last year.
Yo,
Let's just.
see, Melly, do I not
them.
despise onions? We went to the restaurant last weekend. Oh snap! Chat, can we vote on a different name here? I think we got to get them. I think it's so hard because the repetition, of just saying it over and over and over. So,
Can I be the house here and give us two votes to select from?
can we do birdie? I like birdie.
Birdie.
I dig the birdie. But go ahead, John. What would you recommend?
I was gonna say, all right. I was gonna say either the basic setup that the Go Raja says retest, or a golf term or a stake term. One of those.
I like birdie.
So either retest, birdie, or like ribeye or fillet.
We're going for a birdie here. I like the. It's got a nice ring to it. We're trying to catch this birdie.
Okay.
We're trying to birdie this.
Hey,
We're trying to birdie this.
If Nick thinks it's a birdie, bro.
Birdie. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. What do you guys think?
Right.
Birdie instead of onion?
Or yeah. Isn't the eagle better though in golf?
Eagle is better. But birdie sounds better. Or we could just call it John Daly.
Money talking, let me FaceTime daily.
Ring, 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 John Brady. Going for the green, John Daly. Can you blame me? What do you think? John Daly? We're going for the green, John Daly.
Bro, we need to vote this thing, bro. You call it the bread and butter? Oh, nice. That's actually a pretty good name. It's the bread and butter play.
Bread and butter is just as bad as onions. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
The GT3 play. I like the birdie. I'm digging birdie, man. I'm digging the birdie. The shotgun. Ooh, here comes the shotgun. The 12 gauge.
Yeah, facts. Energy. Change the onion to full margin. Facts. This is the full margin player.
That's the energy play. That's the only play energy takes. Every other thing, she's like, nah, it's not worth not worth it.
And she just full margins her account on them.
Hey, she's smart. I said, yo, all you gotta do is take onions, and you become. Birdies, and you become rich. I think she heard that. She said, you know what? Birdies, it is.
She's like that.
How do I join the Clubhouse? Just hit exclamation point Clubhouse and the link will pop up for you. We call by the way, the playbook has a new name. It's called the Schmear. And you gotta respect the Schmear. If you ain't respecting the Schmear, forget about it, cuzzy. Forget about it.
Let me get a plain bagel with a pound of cream cheese on it.
Let me get a closure above and respect the Schmear here.
Yeah. Imagine asking for a pound of cream cheese on your bagel.
Oh,
It's insane. That would probably be fire though.
It's the Fugazi. It's the #1 Guido. Respect
Nick,
the Schmear, cuz.
You were cream cheese over butter, right? On your bagels?
Yeah, probably when I was a young, fat, seed oil swollen kid. Yeah, but
Same.
now I'd probably go for butter.
Really?
Yeah,
Bro,
although
last
cream
time I
cheese
had a-
is amazing, I mean, unless they're respecting the Schmear, I don't want it. A respectable
though.
amount. I need a
Bro,
respectable
cream
amount.
cheese on a bagel is like my favorite, bro. But
I know,
I haven't
I know,
had
I
in so
know.
long.
It's so good.
Bro, Nick, the last time I had a cream cheese bagel was probably like when I was fat, actually. It's crazy.
John, we don't use the term fat here on the YouTube live
sorry.
stream. We
Obese.
use the word fluffy. Fluffy. Or,
big
as Future's lore would say, lard ass. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, man.
He said it, not me. I just repeated it. That's the fluffy play right there.
I was fluffy, man.
I was fluffy, but now I'm up. Pistol
James,
play?
I was pretty fluffy, bro. I was pretty fluffy. Right, Nick?
Should we bring up a throwback?
I don't know, bro.
By the way, if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, what the heck are you doing? Come follow the IG here so you can see fluffy Johnny Gems back in the
Bro,
day.
I've been more fluffy though than that picture. Like,
Nah, definitely.
I wasn't even that bad. Should have seen me when I was like 9 years old, chap.
He had McDonald's twice a day. I mean, what could you expect?
Me and my dad, we would go to McDonald's after baseball practice, and we would both get 2 Oreo McFlurries each.
Here you go, son. I just want to reward your hard work and dedication with McDonald's. Yeah, that's really smart.
But follow your lead, Dad. All good. Let's get it. Sounds good to me.
Remember, your people who love you, they may want the best for you, but they don't know the best. You know, keep that in mind, gang. My dad wanted the best for John. He wanted to surprise his little chubby boy with a beautiful meal after the game. He thought that was the best, but he was just feeding him poison, right? Getting him more fluffier and more fluffier as the day went on.
Bro, hit my first home run in Little League. Man got me a monster shake, a monster milkshake.
We're going to celebrate this with a
ice cream
monster
spot.
shake, buddy. You really did a good job in the gym today.
Like, damn, bro, I'm trying to hit more homers.
He's like, no, this will give you some size. It'll give you some size.
Yeah.
I see power.
Awesome, bro.
And then I stepped in and said, nah, this is what you're going to do. You're going to eat ground beef every day of your life. I don't care if it's boring. You're going to eat it. All right, you're going to put a little white rice in there, and you're going to be happy with it. And in 2 to 5 years, you're going to thank me. And now the kid's got a six-pack rolling around, chilling, healthy, tan, no more seed oil swollen.
There, bro.
You're doing pretty
Facts,
good,
bro.
man. You're doing pretty good over there, Johnny Gems.
Thank God for Nick, bro. Nick changed my life.
Had to smack him with a pound of ground beef real quick, show him how to
For real,
season
bro.
it, and then it was a wrap from there.
Yup. Nick came at me out of nowhere, man.
I had to,
It's like,
man.
damn, where's all these gems coming from?
I had to step in. It was only right.
Yeah.
NQ? Yeah, let's take a look at NQ here too.
Same playing on NQ.
Yeah, so NASDAQ bullish on the daily, bullish on the 4 hour here. Let's take a look left. Do we have clean range to the left? I think we do. Yeah, decently. So we got a 4 hour closure coming up. pretty shortly. Right now we're kind of right in this resistance here. Above there is very, very clean traffic though. So yeah, maybe we can get that 4 hour to close above that resistance. 1 hour looks good. If we can get that 1 hour like celery play, yeah, everything looks great. So basically what we're looking for here is a break retest, and same thing as gold, right? To potentially run up and fill that wick there. So anything above what is this, 90 or something, 91 there, looks really solid, really solid. So 930 moving us down here. So I mean, we'll probably get a move here at 930 up or down, and that'll probably determine where this 4 hour closure is going to happen.
Yo, what's up, Scotty boy? How you doing, my man?
Scotty.
Good to see you, brother.
I like the birdie, man. I'm digging the birdie.
I don't know, Nick. All I know, bro, is I want to run golf back up with Joe and C. Melly at that same course.
Yeah, that course is beautiful.
I don't even care if it's hot. It was worth it.
It was worth it. Yeah, it was a good course. First time ever I've seen hills in Florida.
That was awesome. And we were able to get some practice too at the range before. It was lovely.
Ron, that's hilarious. He said, yo, I made so much money on the onion. I go to the grocery store, I look at onions and just smile.
You honestly, you just gotta get the onions because of that, bro, at the store. It's like, yo, the onion's paying for this whole grocery list right now. Like, I gotta get some onions.
True. A pound of schmear.
When you make your trip back up to New York, are you getting a bagel with cream cheese or no?
We'll see, buddy. We'll see. Maybe.
All right, buddy.
Maybe.
Buddy.
might get butter. I don't know. We'll see. I haven't really thought about it yet.
Stop it.
I know I'm getting Bailey's, Burger Love, Blue Fig, and we'll see what we get from Mountain View.
Yeah, bro. I told you I'm going up there, right, next week?
Yeah, you told me. How long are you going for?
Just less than 2 weeks.
Okay.
Because I'm doing the week. So a week, like, just chilling in Rockland, and then a week in Wildwood.
Nice.
And then I'm back for the meetup.
And then he's back. Who's coming to the TT meetup on July 5th and 6th? We're creeping in, man. We got, what, like 3 weeks left? 3 weeks left, and we are here. Yeah, we got people flying in from all over the world, coming in from all different states and countries, and it's going to be a good time.
I can't wait, bro. I'll be back for the elite dinner and then the meetup.
Yes, sir. We got a big elite dinner on July 4th, which is going to be at a very nice steakhouse here in Tampa. And then on the 5th, we all meet up and hang out for the whole day of the 5th, throughout the night. We'll meet back up on the 6th. We got some barbecue, we got pool, we got games, we got a lot of fun at this place that I got. And yeah, we're gonna play some Top Golf too that night. So we got a fun little itinerary
awesome,
going.
Bro. It's gonna be an amazing week, bro. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, Angel. You live by Wildwood in New Jersey? Cool, man. Yeah, I'll be there the last week of June.
Yes, sir. If you guys do plan on coming to the meetup, there is an RSVP link that I would ask you to RSVP so we know you're coming. Sounds gay? You sound gay. It is June.
Bro. Ain't nothing gay over here, bro.
Oh, Eric P's in New York too.
Oh, bet, Eric P.
W.
Yeah, bro, that sounds good. Maybe we can get some dinner or something, some steaks.
Eric P, that's a good meetup.
Yeah, Yeah, I'll let you know when I'm when I'm up there. Maybe
TK,
Green
man.
can come with us too.
Remember when TK's bags got stuck in New York? Sorry to bring that up, TK.
Man,
John, you should have linked up with TK at that point, man.
I know, bro. TK, I forget. TK was in like the city.
Yeah, he was supposed to
think.
meet me in Miami, but only his bags made it. His bags had a better time than him.
That's trash. Man's bags went on vacay.
How do I approach trading combines? Dominic, I approach them a little bit more aggressive than I would approach like the actual funded account. So, you know, what I'll do is I'll go a little heavy in size. So let's say on a 100K account, I will use up to like 8 contracts if the trade is really there. But I would say anywhere from like 5 to 8 on the combine itself, even 5 to 10 sometimes if it's there. And then once I do get funded and I get into like the actual funded account, I'll usually go from like more so like 3 to 5, 3 to 6 versus starting at 5 and 5 to 10 from to like 3 to 5. Let's see here. Just joined the Clubhouse. I've made some profits already. Okay, W David. With the same strategy like yours, what would you recommend I start with? Are you talking about like capital wise, account? What do you mean start with? I'm not sure if you mean like prop firms, regular brokers, this amount of money, that amount of money. Yeah, I do typically pass it in 1 or 2 trades, but keep in mind, I am a very experienced trader, you know what I mean? I've been doing this for 6 years now. I've showed up every single day to trade just one specific pair, so I don't want to kind of come off like you could just easily do that, I mean, it can be done, but if you're like a newer trader, I would conserve that a little bit. As a new student of yours, which entry model should I obsess over till I become second nature? Higher time frame, lower time frame, correlation. Understanding where the 4-hour is and where it wants to go, and then anticipating that move on the lower time frame, just like you basically see us do pretty much every day. I have 2 hours of content on that specific play right there, like that specific whatever model. So that's the big thing that I would do. That's what set me free, to be honest. That's what really helped me start passing accounts and getting funded and starting to move forward financially. Was very simple. Understanding where the daily and the 4-hour were trying to go, and then waiting for the proper market structure on the 15-minute, 30-minute time frames.
Yeah, you made a video on the course too.
Yeah. So there's a video in the course all about that, which the course is, yeah. Yeah, but there's also a 2-hour webinar on this stuff too.
How to make a session bias, right?
Yeah, that, and where is it? Yeah, right here. There's a whole section. There's the section on it. So higher time frame, wick fills, lower time frame, range fills, how to avoid fake outs. So yeah, that's probably what I would study. I would study that model and then look for the birdie play every time. Hey, that sounds good. The birdie play. All right, 1 hour broke the lows here, but we're not driving down yet. So let's see what happens. 4-hour nasty, broke the highs, broke the lows.
Yeah, that is a nasty 4-hour closure, bro. I gotta agree.
Yeah, David, I would watch every video in this course. They're not very long. Like I said, like I made them so that way you guys can really like go through them, but also let's say you just wanted to go to the playbook simplified, right? And you only had like 30 minutes to study. you could watch this video, like it's 9 minutes, you know what I mean? You could watch it 2 or 3 times. I didn't want to make these long run off videos that, you know, you got to sit down and, you know, get your lunch ready for just to watch, right? Like, so everything is very straight to the point. I'd go through all these videos here, do this entire course, and then, yeah, if you haven't gone through the webinars yet either, very, very important stuff. Very, very important stuff. These are the little details and nuances that you either go through this material and you learn it over the next month, or you go through chart time and the day-by-day trading, and it may take you a year. Some of these things took me 2 years to learn that I'm literally just giving to you in 9 minutes, you know, like, so there's 2 ways that you can get those nuances and those details. It's either chart time, you know, 2-3 years of chart time, or run through these courses, run through these all this learning study material, and dial it in as quick as possible. I think that's, I could probably credit that to my success, is I'm just a very hard worker. Like, when Raja will put things out, I will go watch them. You know what I mean? Like, I will go through his course. I go through it multiple times. I watch every simulation session, all that. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to speed up my learning curve. So,
Next up, beast, bro.
yeah. So it's a lot of chart time has gone into this, a lot of study, a lot of dedication. You know what I mean? So, like, if you do the same thing, you'll get the same exact results. Lots of prop firms are scammers. Can you recommend a prop firm that realistically pays traders? Yeah, I mean, Top One. I mean, we've gotten payouts from Top One, Top Step. I'd probably recommend like Dominion Funding if you're doing forex, or FTMO. But I mean, my recommended prop firm would be Top One, just because I'm pretty connected with those guys. I know their morals, I know their ethics, I know what kind of business they're running. They pay out same day in most cases. So Top One. I got 3 Top One accounts.
Fire, bro.
Yeah, I got 3 150K straight to sim accounts, so I like them. The fact that they have Project X too makes it so awesome.
Right. Yeah, not Project X. Yeah, you're right, bro. Makes it really good. And then these straight to sim funded, honestly, are like more cheaper, to be honest, than the actual challenge ones and combines, especially if you fail them, you know, a couple times.
That's true.
And even if it's a little bit more, you're just paying a little bit more to skip the challenge part. So,
yeah. I wonder if Top Step's gonna go to. I think I've seen something that they're gonna try and do instant funded or something.
no way. You think?
Excuse me.
MP.
I mean, they're gonna have to. Excuse me. They're gonna have to adapt, right? I mean,
yeah, I would think.
otherwise, people will probably go to, you know. I mean, they're still gonna have a great clientele, you know, but people want options.
People's first options are gonna start to be straight to sim, especially the good traders, you know.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I don't see why. Like, at first, I didn't really understand the whole like rules with the straight to sim, but now that I do, I like it. You know what I mean? I really do, because you don't need to take the challenge. So basically, let's say you make $6,000, right, on your eval. So you take an eval, you make 6K. That means you get over to the funded account, right? And now to get paid, right? Now you got to make more money, right? Where if you would have started on the straight to sim, right, you would have been up 6K. You've been qualified for a payout. Never mind trying to just go now to make it to an account to get paid. So I like this. I like it. Plus, it's right around the same price.
And,
you know, maybe a give or take a little bit more, but yeah.
And honestly, like, better payouts too, kind of, because like Top
True.
Step, if I'm up 3K on Top Step, I can only take out 1,500. I can only take out half. But if I'm up 3K with Top One, I can take out 2,500. You know, so honestly, it's better straight to sim, and I get a better payout at that 3K target as well.
That's true. And you get your payout the same day.
And I get it the same day. And their support is money 24/7. Right, I can hit up their support right now, and they get back to me.
Yeah. So that's kind of like my thought process now. So maybe I'll make a YouTube video or something about like the exact numbers. But yeah, man. So I like it. I like it. Yeah, no consistency rule on Top Step. And, you know, that's not really a big deal. I don't really consider it a big deal, especially when you're copying accounts. Like 1,800 a day per account. I mean, that like that's more than enough. You know what I mean?
Even 600, bro. Like on the 50K, like 600.
Exactly.
Is the most you can make in a day. Like, come on, that's pretty good.
Yeah. And regardless, like let's say a 100K account, it costs you what, like $100, right? Plus 150 for the activation fee, plus a week maybe at best, right? Probably most of you guys take longer than a week to get these evaluations passed, and that doesn't count if you failed one or two, right? But let's just say it takes you a week and you make your, what is it again, 6K? You make your 6K. Now you're all good. None of this matters though now. So everything you did here doesn't matter. You pay the fee. You're 150. Now you're in at 250, right? And now you got to start at 0 to build your funded account, right? Or you can pay like I'm not sure exactly what it is, but let's say 300, right? Or 350 or whatever it is for a straight to sim. And let's say that week you make that 6K. Guess what? Guess who's getting paid? You, right? You no longer have to go into another account and, you know, make the money all over again. It's right there now. So for an extra whatever it could be, $100, I think that's well worth it because you're going to be able to take advantage of that original money that you made. How many of you guys make a whole bunch of money on your eval, but then you get to the funded and it's right? Because you probably already went through your big win streak right here. You know what I'm saying? So I think the straight to sim are the accounts that I'll probably start using, you know, moving forward here.
Same, bro, same. Yeah, I paid $70 more with Top One just so I can skip the challenge part, you know? That's not bad at all.
Not at all, not at all.
And I'm going to be able to take out more money as well once I hit that target, too. So, yeah. So instead of paying 200, I just paid 270, you know? So
exactly. And now you're good. Now you don't have to worry about a challenge. You don't have to worry about getting this thing funded. You don't have to worry about paying the activation fee later. You don't have to worry about doing more work just to get up on your regular funded account. Like it's a no-brainer.
If I hit this target, then I get my payout. Simple.
Yeah. What we're talking about Top One futures. Top One futures. So we've been working with Top One for almost 3 years now. So we know them very well. They launched their futures company earlier on this year, and it's had a lot of success. We've gotten well over 6 figures in payouts as a team with Top One, and we're just getting cooking. I mean, now the payouts are starting to come in like left and right here. But yeah, they're the ones that give the opportunity for that straight to sim and all that. So that's what we've been using. How many straight?
Top One futures, not Top One.
Yeah, not Top One trader, Top One futures. So Top One trader is like their forex model. Top One futures is the one that we're talking about, though. What do I think about the ESS? I think it's all right. I think if you're I think it's something Top One is just feeling out, you know, putting the feelers out there, seeing if there's a market for it. I like the fact that they're daring, that they're trying to do different things and bring, you know, different approaches to the prop firm game. Do I think it's harder? Absolutely. I think it's definitely a harder account to pass. I think the trailing drawdown with the equity is very tough unless you're a really good scalper who gets in and out of positions and you have a high win rate. Other than that, I would probably rather do the straight to sim or just the straight eval accounts. But if you are a good scalper and you do have a good win rate, then I think those other ones are a good bang for your buck for sure. What firm? Top One futures. Yeah, Top One futures. Ring, 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 John Daly. Yeah, so this is what they offer here. Let's see. How do you go buy an account?
Check out their
here? Start
website. Check
trading
out their
now.
FAQs. I was reading their FAQs yesterday. Everything's straightforward, honestly.
Yeah. So this is the new account that they came out with. That's the one that we're talking about with like that's a little bit more difficult to kind of trade, but again, it's cheaper. It's meant for, I would say, scalpers. This is the account that we're talking about that I'm using, which is the instant sim funded, where you just bypass the challenge, you skip the challenge, you go straight to the money phase, and basically once you get up 6% on the 150K, I think you're able to take a payout, and you could take $3,500 per account on those, and then so you could take up to like 10,000 per payout if you have the 3 accounts. And then and then the elite challenge is I love the challenges, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if you got the skill set and you're ready to go, you can skip that challenge, start straight to the funded level. But the elite challenges are good too. They're good too. See this payouts just coming in? These ain't no BS either. These guys are paying out like crazy. Crazy. How many do I have? I have 3 of them.
Yo, Ricardi, man, let's go. Shout out Ricardi's wife, Nicole. She got her first payout last night.
Word?
Let's get it, bro.
Oh my God.
She wanted to quit, but she kept pushing through
nice.
it. Let's get it.
Congrats. Shout out to Nicole. Congratulations.
Shout out Nicole. Big
Can you get my amazing first payout? Son, that's awesome. Hey, all you dudes out there breaking your plan, you gonna let Ricardi's wife Nicole just come in here and just take payouts like that? While you guys are still breaking your plan, giving into FOMO, over trading. Come on. That's a W, bro. Congratulations. Family victory.
Massive W. Massive family victory, bro. Yeah. Great work, dude.
Holy.
Congrats to you guys both. Let's go.
Yeah, congrats. Family victory there.
A way to keep pushing. Way to look at your adversity as, a stepping stone.
Yes, sir.
To your success. So great job.
Learning. Yep. Amazing. Which account do I advise? I'd probably, so again, if you're a really good scalper and you're in and out of trades, I would go here because the pricing is a lot better too on these. But again, the rules are a little harder, and you got that. The main thing here is the trailing equity. It makes it difficult, right? Especially if you're like intraday trader, you'll never last with that. You know what I mean? So if you're a good scalper and you got a good win rate, a good hit rate, then I would say this one is really good. If you're just like someone like me who's experienced, you do well, you're profitable, you can sit in the pocket and wait for the right opportunities, then I think this instant sim fund is going to be best, or the elite challenge. You know, these are probably my 2 favorite. The elite challenge is really good because that is a cheaper price, and like I said, you can get funded in a week or so with these futures companies. So if you don't want to put up all the money right away for like an instant sim, then you just take it one step at a time. Do the eval, then pay the activation fee, which is $150 regardless of what account you use, and then move over to the funded route there. So yeah, I think they're meant for different traders, so just depending on what trader you are and where you're at in the journey, I think that's kind of like my approach to it. I got the elite challenge with your discount code. Very nice. Yeah, if you guys use at checkout, you use a discount code TTE, you'll get 55% off all those accounts.
Shout out TTE.
And you'll also be linked up to me. And I've got Clay's phone number.
I used your code too today, Nick.
Oh, nice. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Sorry, brother.
Thanks for the support.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you, bro.
Instant fun and maybe the move. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if you're a pretty mature trader and you got things going now and you got them cooking, and you trust yourself and your process, then I would do it. Yeah, Apex, you could have 20 accounts. I've never used Apex before, but yeah, you can get 20 accounts with them.
Yeah, I mean, Top Step's 50, yes, but then you got that 150 activation fee as well, So
True.
That will add on to it also.
Yeah, it's pros and cons, you know. You got to figure out which one's best for you.
Yeah. I mean, the instant sim funding, I think is going to be your quickest route to a payout.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever fits your budget best, whatever fits your trading style best, you know, you got to make the right decisions for you. You know what I mean? So I would look at all the companies, do some due diligence, and then, you know, go from there.
Yeah.
Apex does have the trailing drawdown. That's one of the main reasons I've never really jumped over there, is pretty much because of that. But other than that, Apex is pretty solid.
I remember his codes. Oh, never mind. No, you're talking about ASFX.
Oh, no, Apex. Yeah, Apex, their payouts should work fine. They're the biggest in the game. I think them and I think they're one of the biggest. They might be number 2 or number 1. Does the code work for activation fees? No. So that's the thing. It only works for the purchase of the accounts. Which one do I recommend? I think I recommend real quick for beginners, probably the Elite Challenge. Yeah, the Elite Challenge, because you're going to spend a little bit more money here, but if you're a beginner, I would say spend a little bit of money. Take this challenge easy too. Take it slow, like work on, learning the skill set, and I mean, for like $50 you can get a nice account going and just focus on learning the skill and not really getting paid. And then eventually, once you learn the skill will pay you. But yeah, I would say for any beginner trader, go with the Elite Challenge. If you're more experienced and you've kind of stringing together green weeks and green months, then I'd definitely go with instant one here. What were you saying, John? 4-hour closure?
Yeah, we got 4-hour candle closure.
Yeah. So we closed bearish on the 4-hour, which is pretty interesting because all these numbers came out red today. So that's pretty interesting here. The daily's kind of rejecting now as well here. So daily really not pushing up towards 3,400. 4-hour just closed bear. The 1-hour time frame is kind of just all chopped up here. So there's a lot of support sitting here on the 1-hour. I think now that we actually have an official closure, bearish closure on the 4-hour chart, then we could probably get a bit aggressive maybe if we get closures below 49 here. So I see a nice wick to get filled. I also see I'm also looking at 33.24 down here if price really does want to rip down, but I'm a little skeptical, I'm not gonna lie, with that 4-hour closure and all those red numbers that came out. So yeah, let's see how this goes. I'm not going to touch any shorts or anything like that till we get below 49. Daily still bullish, but the 4-hour now is bearish. So let's
Daily pulling back too.
We'll have to tiptoe in this range and make sure we're taking a good position here. Yeah. Who's got good questions? Who's got good questions while we wait?
Big facts.
4-hour sells look good. Yeah, they're starting to look better. Yep. So I think 1-hour closures below kind of hook us up, or maybe even 30 closures below. And basically what I'll be looking to target is kind of that wick fill down there. So partials would be taken around, this support here, maybe a little bit above it. And then, yeah. Let's see what's cooking in the Clubhouse. I'm 25 messages behind here. Sorry, guys. Let's take a look. Clubhouse. What is the code for top one? The code for top one is TTE. TTE. Anyone have experience with Blue Guardian? I do not. I don't think John does either.
Yeah, no, I don't have any experience with them. Chat, I'm gonna go hit some push-ups if anyone wants to join me.
Hey, yo, push-up time. Oh yeah, NASDAQ, perfect. So I think our 4-hour closed above. Yeah, we did. I think. Hold on, let me just double check here. Ooh, I don't think we did. No, we did not. So we did not close above. That's a little bummer there. Yeah, we didn't close above there, but we'll see. We'll see. You're pointing down now as well. So yeah, the 4-hour can come down, make a lower wick here. But yeah, the bullish The bullish bias would be a little bit better here if we closed above that area. So I know we closed above the fresh area, but again, most traders are going to look at that, right? And then they're going to go long here, not realizing that we never closed above. So you might get a little push and then some sort of a pushback down here. So yeah, we'll see. The only way I'll probably take yeah, the only way I take buys is if we break this low, come down and create support somewhere around like 40 here, because that'll give us that 4-hour lower wick. If we being that we didn't close above that range, you really need a steep lower wick, and then you want to try and take those long positions somewhere down here in that wick, you know, to kind of push back up there. Very similar to the trade we took in London. MT4 and MT5, I do not use those anymore, but yeah, there's really no advantage. It's just another platform. Top One Trader, Top One Futures, they're owned by the same people, but they're not the same company. Top One Trader is going to be a forex prop firm. Top One Futures is going to be a futures prop firm. Bum, bum. Charts for stream? Yes, sir. There he is. There he is, SimZ. All right, let's take a look. Charts for stream here. Charts for stream. Are they trusted? Top One Futures? Yeah, those are the one. That's the company we've been talking about for the last like 20 minutes. Yeah, that's the company that I use too. I think most of us use Top One Futures. All right, my friend, let's take a look. So, previous 4-hour lows. Okay, 30-minute onion. Okay, on this candle here. Okay, I like it. Let's take a look now. We got. Okay, bullish, bearish, bullish, bullish. Okay, only thing that was bearish is the 4-hour, 1-hour tap target. 4-hour broke the low. Okay. Can target tap concept apply on the 1-hour time frame, or does it have to be on the daily? No, it could be on the 1 hour as well. Yeah, it's nice to have it in the higher time frame zones though, because that's typically where like the move was going to go to. So sometimes like if a 1 hour hits the target, there still may be a 4-hour target past that. So that's why we really like to make them 4-hour targets over anything, because then we know, okay, the higher time frame has actually hit something, a target, to eventually now pull back. So again, 1-hour targets may mean nothing when it comes to the 4-hour or the daily. We could continue pushing through those 1-hour targets. So I would recommend to use the 4-hour and not the 1 hour. So that's that question. Second question is, when the 4-hour is bearish but the daily and the rest of the time frames are bullish, should I still wait for a range 1, range 2? So 4-hour bearish, that all depends. Is the 4-hour tapping target or not, right? So if the 4-hour still has range to go, then I would wait for that range 2, you know. But again, if the 4-hour tap target, then you could apply the target tap concept and literally take an impulse entry, or you can wait for an onion to begin to buy it back up, right? Ideally, you want to line this up with volume and all that good stuff as well. But yeah, I would say still wait for range 2 unless you're in like a target tap kind of concept there. Third question, does target tap concept still apply if the current 4-hour candle filled the previous 4-hour wick but hasn't tapped any support or resistance level? I remember you said the candle's job is to fill the wick. No. So let's say there's a wick fill. So let's say, I think this is the question here. So the 4-hour candle, it fills the wick. So there's a wick fill here. But let's say that there's a zone down here, right? A 4-hour target. So I think what you're asking is, once we fill the wick, can we look for a target tap concept? And I would say no. I would rather that hit there and then start looking for your way to buy it back up. Yeah, this is dangerous. This first one, very dangerous, because once you break that low, you're gonna go. You know what I mean? So to be in a buy position at that point is not. It just doesn't make sense. So yeah, good questions though. Good questions. Can you use a copy trader with the instant? Yeah. So you can copy 3 accounts. So I got 3 accounts right here, all on a copy trader. So that means like today now. So today I made 750, right? So far between Asian and London. So now the cool part is that that's times 3, right? So 750 times 3 is 2200. So even though I really only made 700 on my trade, or 750, I really in reality made 2200, right? Because you're copying them. So that's the power of, you know, copying these accounts and, you know, taking good trades and getting ahead. And then you could take $3,500 on each account. So by the time I get to like 9,000, I'll be able to take basically 3,500 on all of them. Yeah, all of them. So what is that? 7,000, 8, 9, 10. That's 10.5. Yeah, 10.5. We need that. We need that. New to the Clubhouse, second day in. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Seen some of the videos inside the course, about 45% complete. Which would you say to dive into more? I would say in the webinar. So there's going to be, if you go to the Discord, there's a webinar channel, and I would really commit some time to watching the first 4 videos. And then I would highly recommend watching them all, but the first 4 are life-changing, which is basically the playbook, higher time frame, lower time frame correlation, 2 hours on that topic right there, and then another 2 hours on the topic of goal setting, which in my opinion is probably more important than the topic of higher time frame correlation. Because if you don't know where you're going, if you don't know what your goals are, chances are you're not going to follow that recipe for success anyway, right? So find out like what your goals really are, watch those goal setting videos, and then you know, map out your plan and get to work. Yeah, best of luck. We're here for you if you need any help, have any questions, if you want to send in charts, trades, anything like that. Use us to get rich. I don't mind you guys using me to get rich. I really don't. Use me. Use me, why don't you? How can a person accept the loss? By having a probability mindset. You know, I mean, do we really think we're going to come into this trading thing and just win and 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 win, right? Do we really think that's the case? Seriously, anyone actually think that that's how this game goes? Because I see a lot of people quaking on losses as if they weren't expecting to take losses and lose trades when they became a day trader. It's mind-blowing to me. Mind-blowing. Hey man, I took a loss. Okay, welcome to trading. That's like a baseball player going up to the plate and be like, I struck out, man. What do I do? Dude, it's part of the game. You know what I mean? Losses are part of this game. Wins and losses are distributed completely randomly too. So you could put the best trade on in the world, and you know all you have is probability. You have zero guarantee. So you know each trade is either going to be a winner or a loser, and you got to accept that if you want to, you know, play this game. Yeah, and by the way, losses are good. You know, losses are showing that, and or I should say, good losses are good, right? So if you follow your playbook, right, or you follow your, you respect the schmear, right? Every trade, we draw this out all the time. This is the only option, right? You're either going to win or you're going to lose, right? Or maybe you get break even, but you know, these are the only two real options here. So every single trade that you get into, there's a probability, right? There's no guarantee anything, right? So for us currently right now, every trade we take, there's a 70% chance we follow this route, right? And then there's a 30% chance we follow that route. So every trade we take can go one way or another. We have no idea. There's zero guarantee. It doesn't matter how confident I may seem on this live stream about this trade going to be a winner. I still do not know for a fact, right? One thing I do know is that there's a 70% chance it'll be a winner, right? So I'm willing to bank on those odds. And if it is a loss, that's okay. It's a good loss, right? Because I know that 30% of my trades are going to be losers. So when one comes, I'm not going to be shocked or upset or surprised or, oh my God, like, is that normal? Like, yeah, it's perfectly normal, right? Perfectly normal. Wins and losses are part of this game. You know, this makes up your probability. This makes up your edge and your win rate.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And by the way, once you have a system, you no longer care about this. This no longer becomes your business. Your only business now is to take the A+ trades, right? The A+ setups that you have sample size data on. Once that trade is placed, you have done all you can do. You have done your job, like we would say, right? Job is finished. This trade now goes into the hands of probability. Yeah, you know. So at the end of the day, losses, man, who cares? You know what I mean? You got to accept them. If you can't accept losses, then you're not going to be a good trader. Simple as that.
The best loser wins in this game because losses are inevitable and they're just part of the business. So if you could become a very good loser, then you're going to be great, you know, long term.
Yep. 5 for 5 this week. Let's get it, brother. Let's get it. Final piece. I love that. 15, 20 pips. I love it. Most people can't define what is trading. I've learned trading is just making decisions on selling and buying after a loss. The best decision. Yeah, I like that. Yeah. I've also found even deeper than that. Most people have no idea like what they're trying to accomplish on a day-to-day. They show up to the markets and they try and just find out which way the candles are going and take trades. So one thing I've noticed is most traders have no true playbook. They have no true system, no true roadmap to be successful. Therefore, they're not, right? It's no surprise. Like you make random decisions in the market, those will lead to random results. If you make very definite decisions and you have a clear path that you're following, like a legitimate system that produces positive results, and you follow that, that's the only way to win here, right? That will guarantee you specific results. The other way, you'll keep spinning your tires forever in this game. And your IG guru will tell you, no, it's going to be all right. But I'm here to tell you it's not going to be all right. You know, if you can't handle losses, if you can't get your, you know what, together in this niche, this thing will tear you apart. It'll take all your money. It'll take all your confidence. It'll take everything from you. So just dial it in. You know, just dial it in. Just get good if you really want to do this. How many of you guys make the same mistakes this year that you made last year? Anyone?
Sure.
Anyone? You guys don't have to say it, but just think about it in your head. If that's you, you know you're going to keep making those same mistakes next year too, right? And the year after. Unless you take into strong consideration what I'm saying here. And you really go look at yourself in the mirror later on and you say, enough's enough. You know, one guy who posted in the chat, I don't know if that was what's his name or not, but he said, you know what, I'm freaking pissed. Right, I'm pissed. I come here every day. Nick tells me exactly what to do. He shares everything how to be successful on the live stream, and yet I keep making stupid decisions. You know, sometimes you just got to get pissed, man. Like, just get ticked off enough to where you're like, I'm done with this, man. I'm done making these stupid decisions and just literally holding myself back. So I was pissed too. You know, I was pissed that my wife had to go to work and work for some other guy and report to him. I was pissed that I had to go to work and, report to some other guy. I was pissed that I worked every single day and didn't have any money for the things that I wanted. And, I was tired of it. So sometimes it's not till you get fed up enough to where you say, you know what, that's it. The buck freaking stops here, and I'm going to get my stuff together and, kind of start fresh. So give yourself a fresh starting point. What's in the past is in the past. It's time to really plant your stake in the ground and build right here. Yep. Chasing dopamine around, and it's just wild. Get your dopamine off discipline. Right? Get your dopamine off discipline. That's where I get dopamine from now, is being disciplined. Being willing to do what others aren't willing to do. That's what satisfies me now. I go, see, that guy couldn't do it. He ain't a dog like me. He ain't a dog. That's why he ain't going to live a life like me, right? So once you're willing to do what you kind of say you're going to do and separate yourself from the next person, I mean, it's a wrap. You're going to build so much confidence, so much self-worth, and you're just going to attract success right to you.
Oh.
Get pissed. Time to get mad.
Get pissed.
I think some of you guys just ain't mad enough. That's all.
Yeah, bro.
I think some of y'all like eating ramen noodles.
You need to get burnt more.
I was tired, man. It was too much damn sodium in them ramen noodles. I had to get my money up, bro.
Yeah.
I had to get my money up. Oh, man.
Yeah, bro. Making the same mistakes over and over again, it's just like, it's going to take you getting pissed off, like Nick says.
Yeah.
How pissed are you going to get to not make this mistake again? Just like touching the fire. How much burn do you have to get to not touch the fire?
Sodium down, money up, baby. Never been a better feeling. You're welcome, gang. You're welcome. Sometimes you just need a little conversation like this. These are sometimes the little nuggets while you wait for the trades to set up that really, it's the talk that you didn't realize you needed to hear. Is the trading course included when you join the Clubhouse? Yes. Yep. It is. Everything's included in the Clubhouse. Basically, once you're in the Clubhouse, you're you got the course, the live streams, the webinars, and my phone number. No, I'm just kidding. But I will have a stake with you if you are local, for sure. But you gotta be in the Clubhouse, right, Jayski? Either that or an elite member.
Yeah.
Oh man, elites are cooking, man. Elites are cooking. We'll probably open up the elite program maybe in 2 months or so again. He said, I'm eating ramen right now. Enjoy it, brother. Enjoy it. Those ramen days are, I look back on those days and damn, that's where we put in the work. Are we buying in the next 5 minutes? What is it? What are we looking at? 3 minutes till this closure. Let's take a look. So 4 hour making a top wick, 1 hour consolidating. Yes, probably not.
Not when you're up 750.
I mean, definitely not. If we get a closure, that's one thing. But if we don't get that closure, definitely not. I think I'm a little bit more with that bearish. 4 hour being bearish now. I think I'm a little bit more switching my bias here. Daily rejecting pretty hard too. Yeah, I like closures below 49 there. Yeah, this will be nice. So this is probably the play I'm looking for the rest of the day. So you see how we popped up there? We got no wick or anything. If the next candle can come down and close bearish below, that'll be the setup I'm looking for here. So I'll take the trade on the next candle, trying to fill that range and that wick fill. That would be perfect. That would also allow us to say, hey, this was our 4 hour top wick that has now been established. And then if we break the lows, very high chance we fill that range there. Trust me. There comes a point where you don't crave those ramen noodles anymore, brother. Trust me.
Reset steaks, bro. What you start to crave.
The appetite grows just a little bit. Canned sausages? Nah, I never tried those. I don't know if I'd be down to.
Canned sausage.
I'm literally living off payouts and DoorDash. I love that. I love you. That's inspiring to me.
That's not a bad. Those are not bad gigs, bro.
That is inspiring to me because I know that you're a savage and you will get to where you want to go, and you'll look back on those days or these days now and it's like, damn, it was all so worth it. You have good stories to tell, my friend.
That's facts, bro.
Hey. Who are you guys? The police? You guys are strong, barging my door down like that. Yeah? It was. They figured out a way to unlock it. These kids are too smart. We gotta stop feeding them ground beef and steaks every night.
Yeah, right?
Really? I don't know how that opened. Get out of here. Get out of here, mister. What did I write? I wrote, so this is probabilities. So every single trade you take is going to have a win or a loss. But some of these guys are afraid to lose trades, so I had to show them. King man, get out of here. Oh, say hi to John. I don't think anyone can see you. Let's see. They could probably hear you. You got to stick your hand way up here. There you go. There you go. All right, they all saying hi. Yeah, Maverick's back there. King man wants to say hi. Okay. What are you guys doing? You gonna eat breakfast? Time to break the fast?
They getting hungry.
That's your voice. You see, it's measuring the volume of your voice. All right, little rascals. I'll see you guys in a few minutes, okay? Kids barged down my door. Damn. Okay, say see you later. Gonna have my breakfast now. Peace. Peace, King man. I heard you. I heard you. Trust me. Yo, I don't even know how they opened the door. See you later, King man. Peace, G. Yeah, I don't even know how they did that. The door was like locked. Alright, so yeah, we'll see what's good with Goldie. So if this next candle can start driving down here, the sell's looking pretty good based off of that 4-hour bias there. They really are the perfect gauge. You see them all three of them running around? They're like 3 ninjas over there. 3 rascals. Maverick's birthday is coming up here. Next month, July 7th. Actually, yeah, some of you guys might celebrate with us. Kids are still asleep. Yo, these kids used to sleep into like 11 a.m., but now they wake up at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, so with this 4-hour being bearish, I'm not going to be attempting any buys, especially anything below 57 there. Because I am anticipating this now to potentially be the 4-hour top wick for price to possibly come down, right? So if we look at that 4-hour time frame, let me get rid of all the drawings here. We could see that, you know, we pushed up here, we grabbed all these highs, but we ended up closing bearish, right? So there's a wick to fill down here. This current candle right now could just be kind of pushing up to make a top wick to re-break the lows here and move down. So that's kind of what pushes me away from that aggressive bullish bias like I had earlier this morning. Now that that 4 hour closed in the opposite direction, I'm gonna you know, follow suit with that. You did have nice 4 hour moves in this area too, like where we kind of pushed down quite a bit. Here, 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 even through here. So maybe we get a push down. The meetup, yeah, the meetup is going to be on the 5th. So if you've been an elite member, or if you're a past elite or current elite member, we're going to have a big private dinner on the 4th, and then the meetup will begin on the 5th, and then we'll go into the 6th, and we got the mansion, and we got the pool, and we got the barbecue, and all that good stuff going down.
Can't wait, bro. Let's go.
What's the cue to quit your job? What do you mean the cue? The recipe? Oh, yeah, these are all right here. Yeah, these buys. Some of you guys are looking at these. Yeah, go ahead and take them if you like them. I like them. They're not bad. I'm good on NQ though. Yeah, I don't want to take this.
Right.
I'd rather wait for gold or not take any more trades today.
The stops are alright, you know.
And my big
looking at
issue
them.
is this 4 hour here. No bottom wick, never closed above resistance.
Yeah.
There's a major resistance over here too. All right, a lot of chop here, so I'll be good on that. I'll be good on that. But the gold shorts are probably my last call here for the hat trick. We already took 2 winning trades, so no need to force anything stupid. We could just walk away with the money that we got today.
Yes, sir.
What time do I think? What up, Spence? How you doing, brother? What time? I forget what we were talking about, to be honest, about the time. Refresh me memory, brother.
Maybe the meetup, but I don't know what part.
I was looking for gold buys because Feds will. Yeah, I mean, I feel that, man. I feel that. You know, especially with all these red numbers, like I'm still open for buys on gold. It's just, it's got to make sense, you know. So right now, it just doesn't make sense. Next year, I'm coming and bringing the kids with me. Hey, W. Awesome, man. Awesome. Yeah, winning on the evals, losing on the... Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. I was pissed. Yep, something I had to change. Locked in, dialed down every day. Yep, love this.
My bad,
Awesome.
bro. I got distracted with some work here on the computer.
Nah, you good. I know you're big balling. You got all these other businesses rolling, so
Chill.
I respect it.
Chill,
I respect that. Riddles, amazing. Amazing. Great mindset. Yeah, sometimes you just get tired of your own stuff, you know. Or how tired are you paying not stay? Yeah, exactly. If you're gonna pay for education, I mean, come on, right? I have no problem paying for mentorship. I pay a lot of money for mentorship from time to time. But I'll be honest, I'm taking the mentorship, right? I'm not gonna pay, you know, like there's certain cases where I pay $5,000-$10,000 for mentorship and stuff like that. You better believe I'm paying attention, right? You better believe I'm taking all that advice and using it to my advantage. You know, some people pay for mentorship and they just treat it like, whatever, but, you know, you're only hurting yourself. So if you're going to pay for mentorship, if you're going to pay for knowledge, you better take it.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, I like that. Your self-discipline is a test during times of adversity. Yup. What does the Word of God say? The Word of God says trials are to test our quality, right? So any sort of adversity or trials or, things like that you go through, they're only testing you, right? To see the quality of your character, of your, vision or whatever it is. So, yeah, so true.
Yeah, yes, sir, Omar. Yeah, Mark Douglas says it best too. He's like, believing in the probability mindset and actually doing it are two completely different things. Like you can believe and understand that, yeah, trading's a game of probabilities, but yeah, and over a series of trades, whatever, we're gonna win this much and lose that much. But it's another thing to do it and apply it, right? To actually apply the probability mindset in your trading is different than, understanding it and believing it. So yeah, two different things there.
Steak flavored ramen till we make it. I like that. I like the vision, bro. You get the steak flavored one. I dig it. Hey, what was the ingredients in that ramen? It was like, what was the chicken again? It was like powdered chicken. I never in my life, I mean, even in America, have I come across a powdered chicken. Not one time.
Powdered chicken.
So I'm not too sure what that ingredient means, but never in my life have I seen a powdered chicken. Let's see. When you really believe trading is a probability game, concepts like right or wrong or win or loss no longer are the same. So yeah, that's so true. You couldn't have said that any better, to be honest. Yeah, and it's about developing some maturity in the market along with that probability mindset. Yeah. I'll be there at the meetup. All right, Jay, let's get it. Looking forward to seeing you and the kids, man. 3 years old and 2 years old. Awesome. I'm sure they'll have fun with my little rascals over here.
Go, Jay. Facts, Omar.
What am I looking for to confirm sells? A bearish closure below the range. So something like this. Nice closure below, and then we got all that clean traffic coming down into that wick fill. Can you explain leverage? For example, if you're top one and you place a trade with 2 contracts and make 30 pips, will you still equal 600? 2 contracts? Yeah, it'll be let me pull out my calculator here. 2 contracts equal $20 times 30 pips would equal $600. Correct. Correctamundo. Yeah. Yeah, the range is the 1 hour range. 1 hour. Trust the process. That's right. What time we got here? 10:42. It's starting to get late here. So any other questions that we got? We'll see if gold sets anything up here in the next couple minutes, but it's starting to get late in the session. And I'm already pretty dang green today and don't plan on forcing anything stupid here. So we'll see if we can get a closure that we're looking for. But if not, we'll be wrapping this thing up. Unless you got more questions, I'll hang out and serve y'all all day. Just answer questions. Answers. Let's see what's on my schedule here today. Nothing. Perfect. No, I'm just kidding. Johnny Jens, what are we doing? Is John frozen? Oh, I thought John was frozen.
Yo, we're just chilling, bro, honestly.
Five more hours. Holy.
Getting paid to wait. What are you gonna wait for, this 15 closure or the 11 a.m.?
I'll probably wait for the 11 a.m. closure.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15 I'm not that good with. Because 15
Looks
probably
good though if you get this resistance.
15 could give you a fake out here. And do
Yeah.
something like that. What's my daily sleep schedule look like? I usually go to bed. So we do the Asian session. Typically, I'll go to bed a little while after that. So let's say we end Asian at like 10. I'll try and get some sleep from like 11:30 to about 1. So what is that? 11. Let's say 11 to 1. So what? 3 hours there, and then after London, get another couple hours in. So I'm well rested these days. Well rested these days.
Right after London, you can get a lot of sleep.
Yeah, I get like 4 hours right after London.
That's big. Makes up for it.
London, we usually end at 4 a.m. So yeah, like 4, 5, 6. Yeah, like 2.5, 3 hours after London. So I got more than enough energy now. Your boy's sleeping again.
What are you gonna do? Hit the gym after?
Yeah, I'll probably go work out later today. Yep.
Nice.
My trading hours are 8 to 10 p.m. Then 1:30 to 4 a.m. and then 8 to 11 a.m. That's basically my trading hours. Asian, London, and New York. And if we look here, I think we have most of our trades are obviously probably going to be taken in New York session. All right, if we come down to TradeZella to peep that real quick. Yeah, so these are the sessions, right, that we basically trade here. So you can see it right here. This is where I'm most active, is going to be in New York. These are all this is New York session right here. All right, in the yellow, the white is all London session. So all London trades here. And then this is all the Asian session trades. So yeah, mostly trade the New York sesh, but a lot of trades in London, and to be honest, good amount of trades here in Asian. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, we're picking up the pace in Asian session. We really are.
It really, yeah, facts, bro. It's been really good this year.
Do I sleep during the day? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Yeah, I can't take naps, man. I got a lot of stuff that I'm trying to get done during the day, so yeah, no naps, no naps.
Cat naps, bro.
The only naps I do take are from 10 p.m. or 11, I should say, to 1:30, and then 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. That's it. That's when I sleep. Yeah, nah, no naps, no naps. I don't like taking naps. I really don't. You ever hear like you got so much passion you can't sleep? That's where I'm at in life.
Facts, bro. That's a good place to be at.
It is. It is. When I do put my head on the pillow, though, I'm out. But I don't touch pillows unless it's 11 p.m. or 4 a.m. If I touch pillows outside of that, man, it might be a wrap. Take the buys, so
people
4
in the
hours.
Clubhouse are starting to realize that we really don't need sleep, or we don't need as much sleep as we thought we did.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, no naps, no naps. Why didn't you take the buys in the 4-hour flip? Which one, brother? 4 hours bearish here. Damn, that's corny. You know what's corny?
Bro.
You being on a stream that you think is corny. That's corny. I would never be on a stream that I thought was corny, or be watching something that I thought was corny. That's pretty corny.
That's facts, bro. It's like, why are you wasting your time?
Will
here
you
then, bro?
like taking naps when you become older? Probably.
Nah, Nick's gonna
Probably.
be big chilling. Yeah, Nick will be taking naps
I'm gonna be
whenever
like
he wants
those.
then.
I'm gonna be like those old European grandfathers, just drinking nice warm lemon water in the morning and just just swagging out at like 90 years old,
That's hilarious, bro.
full head of hair still. Uh,
Yeah, I'll wake up at 2 a.m. for London, but sometimes there's a move at 1:30. I'm like, damn, I gotta be up before that.
do we take buys? No buys for me. Got 15-minute resistance, 4 hours bearish. I'm expecting a fake out here, and then maybe a fake out lead to sells. Sells come down, maybe TP at 49, full TP at 35, and that's it. That's it. One day Raja held a trade for 3 days? No way. No profit, just break even? Damn. Boom. What was corny? I don't know. Being on a stream that you think is corny. I think he was talking about having so much passion you can't sleep at night. If that's corny, then chances are you're brokey, man. Yeah, you gotta get that passion up. You gotta get that passion in you. If that's corny, man, that's I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I'm 40, taking naps about 5. Yeah, naps are good. I just, with all these little kids and stuff, it's very difficult to take a nap. Peace out, Scotty. Respect the schmear. Why didn't you take buys off previous 30? Because the 4 hours bearish. 4 hours bearish. I never go against the 4 hour. So I'm looking for a potential rejection here, fake out here, and then maybe sells. Yeah, I wouldn't take these buys. If the 4 hour was bullish, I would take the buy, right? So let's say the 4 hour closed bullish, and this was your wick on the 4 hour, and now we were coming down to make a lower wick. I would take a buy right here. But we're not bullish. We're bearish. So if we were bullish, it would look very similar to the trade I took in London session today, which looked something like this. See how we were bullish on the 4 hour, and it made sense to take a buy, right, when a 30-minute support was given to us. But if that 4 hour was bearish, I wouldn't be taking that buy right there. All right, I'd be waiting for a bearish closure. Previous 4, yes, exactly, Stewie B, exactly. Yep. That's the only reason why I'm not in buys here is because our 4 hour closed bear. So when the 4 hour closes and it's a different closure, so we started this live stream and the 4 hour was moving all the way up, so we were bullish, but then we rejected hard, closed bearish, so that flipped my bias a little bit, and now I'm going to be more so leaning towards the sells here. I don't know. I'm not sure why some live streams a lot of pressure, man. A lot of pressure. So sometimes you'll trade a little different, or at least, I mean, I don't, but some traders are going to trade a little different off the live stream than they would on a live stream. I pretty much just keep it funky, whether people are watching or not. This is what I do. How long into the journey did I find this system? About 2 years in. 2 years in. And then from that point, it took me about another year, give or take, to become profitable. So I would say it took me almost 3 years to really start getting this thing consistent. So 2 years was me just chasing my tail, running around. 2 years in is where I found Raja. Then I locked in for about, it was probably like a 6-8 month period where I made a lot of mistakes and, had to learn the system. And then about, I would say 2 years, 8 months or so, that's where I started to really catch some traction and have some chart time under my belt, a lot of experience at that point. And yeah, about a year, I would say about a year after that, that's when I started going live and on YouTube and all that good stuff. You're welcome, Moonchild. I like that name, by the way. I like it. I dig it. What would you want to see now to flip your bias to bullish? That's a great question. So probably just a break and retest. So something like this, right? So let's say that we create support right here. So let's say we get one more bearish candle, right? You get one more bearish candle, but you remain above 57. So as long as you're remaining above 57, if you get this break and retest and a strong bullish closure like that, then I'll be down for the buys. But I'm not going to take it off of this breakout because we're likely to catch a fake out here. Just like the fake out went down in this trade here. See how we had the fake. So at this point, the 4 hour was bullish. So we had a fake out to the downside. See that? So it looked all clean, right? But it was a fake out. Price closed back above the range there. So that's pretty much what I'm trying to avoid, right? Is being that the 4 hours bearish, I don't want to take a buy here because most likely this will be a fake out. So where if there's going to be a fake out anywhere, it'll most likely happen right here, right? So, and then that will give us the 4 hour top wick, right? So now once that's established, sells are pretty valid at that point to move down. How many heads do we have on the stream today? I don't know. I don't never look at that stuff. Let's see. 622. Looks like we had 890 people on a little earlier. If you guys can, give the stream a like here. I think we're going to wrap this up though. Yeah. So I think my plan here for any of you guys, I think I'm going to stop trading for the day, but I can give you a bit of a plan moving into the later part of the afternoon here. So again, fake outs here and pretty much good for execution at that point, right? So if you can get a top wick here, start breaking through the lows, I would enter this sell here, take my partials at that support, and then, if we close below, then you may get a runner or whatever, but I would definitely, take profits around that support level on gold. If I'm going to go long here, it's going to have to be a little break and retest. A new closure above a fresh resistance would probably do that for me, and I would look to get in those buys. So I don't know if I'm going to be around this afternoon to capitalize on any of that, but for those of you guys that are sticking around at the charts, that's pretty much my plan on gold. Yeah, I think that's the best way to go about it. We have a tricky 4 hour candle here, a tricky daily. We're late in the day, so just be careful. Just trade smart. Trade smart, and that's about it. 3 trades, 3 days, no trades. I mean, we've taken trades almost every day, I think, this week. Where we at this week? Yeah, I didn't trade Monday. No trade Monday, but no trade Friday, no trade Monday, but Tuesday, Wednesday has been good to go. So tomorrow's Thursday. We'll see if we can continue this clean run here. Yeah. You got to jump into the Clubhouse. Not every trade is going to be taken in the New York session. You know what I mean? We're not going to force a trade just to take a trade here on YouTube. So the trades come when they come, and sometimes it's in Asian, sometimes it's London, sometimes it's pre-New York, just whenever it happens, it happens. About to go to bed. All right, James. All right, y'all, I'm going to get up out of here. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place here on YouTube. Probably start a little bit earlier tomorrow because we don't have any CPI or anything like that. We got... we do have PPI here in unemployment claims. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow a little bit before NY Open. And if you do want to take all the trades and trade all these sessions live with us, pop into Clubhouse, get yourself 1 month. I can almost guarantee you'll be better off because of it. But, you know, that's up to you to find out. Either way, we'll be in there waiting for you, and we'll be winning at the highest levels. Johnny Gems, I'll see you in Asian, brother.
Sounds good, bro. See you then, bro. Talk to you later.
Right.
Peace out, chat. God bless you all. Have a good day. See ya.
Yes, sir. John Daly. All right, y'all. Have a great day. Blessings, my friends. Great session today. Good questions, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out, G's.
Money talking like we FaceTime,
Later.
baby. Ring, Tom Brady. Going for the green, John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can't blame me. Can't blame me. Can't blame me. Set the bar way too high. Can't blame me. Yeah. Going for the green, John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can you blame me?
Who the one that's doing it better than us?
Y'all stink. This is skunk. It's 7 to none.
Yeah, I get what I want, that's what leverage does.
They said it was enough, but it's never enough.
All of y'all overpriced, but you still ain't overpriced.
Take it's hot, cold as ice. Something like the golden ice.
Big screen, poltergeist, I don't need a ghost to write.
Got the numbers where I want them. It's some loaded dice.
Brick by brick, build a fortress. Crib got big, it's enormous. Whip got grip, it's performance. All my kids, got a fortune. It's
Money talking like we FaceTime daily. Ring, Tom Brady. Going for the green, John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can't blame me. Can't blame me. Can't blame me. Set the bar way too high. Can't blame me. Yeah. Going for the green, John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can you blame me?
bring it to the judge, she gon' never say I'm innocent.
Did it, then I did it again. Ain't no coincidence.
Did it with a minimal plan, there was no middleman.
Did it with the little I had. It took some discipline.
Giving everything that I had, but never giving in.
Face to the sky, let the sunshine graze me. Can't blame me. Can't blame me. Grateful for it, got me feeling so amazing.
Ring, 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 yeah, I run it like Sonic.
Knuckles all shining like my fist got polished.
Pinky ring on, that's an expensive promise.
All y'all clowns ironic, cause you not it.
Brick by brick, build a fortress. Crib got big, it's enormous. Whip got grip, it's performance. All my kids, got a fortune. It's
Money talking like we FaceTime daily. Ring, Tom Brady. Going for the green, John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can't blame me. Can't blame me. Can't blame me. Set the bar way too high. Can't blame me. Yeah. Going for the green, John Daly. Still want more out of it. Can you blame me? All I do is make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
when I'm sliding on the beat, they like, who is that? Coin flipper, way that I be turning heads. Side stage, stomach turning, I'm a nervous wreck. Till I heard the fans and the kick, pull the curtain back. Big wig, I don't need a hairpiece. Big dog, no leash, they know I'm a rare breed. Big shoes, can't feel them, this a rare feat. Big price, no sale, but I'm still carefree. Yeah, sweet 16s for the diabetics. Any era, I don't care, I'm the guy to get it. If it's 1842, then I'm a violinist. Still the illest, go ahead, check the hieroglyphics. Yeah, said it's impossible, huh? It's impossible, huh? Oh man, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two. Big hitter, baby, I'm in the 4th spot. Been in this position, ain't a short stop. Every song go, my catalog up at Fort Knox. Thinking they can get in on this, baby, of course
They
not.
don't even know what it takes, it's a lethal dose. Make it look easy, think they got it, they ain't even close. Play Nintendo in Japan, baby, we remote. Paling in comparison, they looking like they seen a ghost. Yeah, counting it. Went exactly how we plotted, there was not a twist. Saw exactly what we wanted and we got it ish. That's why we scratching off everything that's on the list. Listen, not a bit. Said it's impossible, huh? It's impossible, huh? Oh man, you know if anyone can, I can.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was younger, it was get rich or die trying. Now I'm grown, still rolling with the same plans. Had other plans, I made two. Not one of them was struggle or just make do. Never satisfied and still the same dude. So when I made my first million, had to make two.
You keep on running around. you a pack mule. Blowing through the budget, the cash ain't nothing. The way I flip back, straight tens from the judges. Yeah, I'm the too big, can't flush it. Probably gotta plunge it. Word is, this 10 years in the making. Word is, I'm bringing home the bacon. Word is, they don't see what it take to make it. But the word on the street side make it look easy. I'm flattering, cool, way too easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. I'm actually smooth, it's far too easy. Word on the street side make it look easy. Easy, 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 too easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. Too easy. Make it look easy, but it's not easy. Whip got wings, yeah, I feel like Ron Weasley. Live like kings, so the money ain't measly. Hits like Sting, honey, you cannot beat me. Did it so casual, must be a natural. Heard him say, Yeah, it was gradual, but it's diagonal, going up. Me in the capital, super compatible, got me like, Let's go. Gotta hop in my step, gotta bounce in my walk. Rubber bands from the check, it was more than I thought. Fresh press, squeaky clean, wide awake, what a dream. Hey there, hi, hello, what's the word, baby? Tell me you know, cause I know that the word is this 10 years in the making. Word is, I'm bringing home the bacon. Word is, they don't see what it take to make it. But the word on the street side make it look easy. I'm flattering, cool, way too easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. I'm actually smooth, it's far too easy. Word on the street side make it look easy. Easy, 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 too easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. Too easy.
Okay. I'm about to have a good day. No matter what they say. Sun is shining down on me. Birds are singing praise. I'm about to have a good day. In every single way. The God who made the universe knows me by my name, so it's a good day. Baby in my arms, walking through the neighborhood. Living in the present, not what I shoulda or could. I remember back when I was low as a rug. Now I'm standing up, look at what my father does. Turning all things new, gray skies blue. Hear the church saying, won't he do it? I know he's got my back. That's why I'm singing that. I'm about to have a good day. No matter what they say. Sun is shining down on me. Birds are singing praise. I'm about to have a good day. In every single way. The God who made the universe knows me by my name, so it's a good day. It's a good day, no it's great. Everything I prayed for didn't come in late. I got all I need and I didn't have to wait. Ask me if you love me, you didn't hesitate. Turning all things new, gray skies blue. Hear the church saying, won't he do it? I know he's got my back. That's why I'm singing that. I'm about to have a good day. No matter what they say. Sun is shining down on me. Birds are singing praise. I'm about to have a good day. In every single way. God who made the universe knows me by my name, so it's a good day. It's a good day.